And we are live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops. Shout out to the retirees. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards, school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to the payroll attendees, the people that want them checked. Today is Friday. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. It's Friday. Today is the 7th of the 11th, November 2025, and we're happy to be here. And on days like these, we say, it's the freaking weekend, baby! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Regardless of what going, you made it through another week. You know what I mean? Things might not be too upful, but you made it through another week. So as long as there is life, there is hope. And whatever is destroyed can and will eventually be replenished and rebuilt. But we need life first. So we have to clap it up and give another round of applause to the Most High because you were spared. You made it through another week. Don't take this for granted. A whole heap of people never make it through the week. A whole heap of people woke up on Monday and thought they were going to be here on Friday and they're not. And today is Friday and they are not. Somebody is planning their funeral, cleaning their body, laying them in a morgue, or they are on their way out in somebody's hospital or something like that. You're not among those people. You have a lot to be thankful for. All right. We have a lot of things to talk about this morning. This morning is going to be one of those mornings where I share the link to, let me see, I'll copy it right now. I'm going to share the link right now to the chat. So anybody who wants to join me on screen will be free to do so. And have two reminders for you. I did share yesterday, and for yesterday's live, it is pinned at the top of the live. That is the number, all the information I want, all the donation information I talked about during the live, right? It is the Andre Stevens donation information. It's, every time we do these things, you will notice like 5 or 6 people will see it, or 5 or 6 people will act like they saw it and hit the thumbs up and say something like, thanks for the info, SouFlo. I already donated a little something over there, blah, blah, blah. There'll be about 5 or 6 people, believe it or not. Right now, I'm saying it in front of 383 people, probably about 1 person out of that. 405 people now, probably about 2 people out of that will actually do a donation to the actual thing. And I'm saying this early to say, I want a lot of y'all to understand that even though the crowd look big, trust me, when it comes time to actually reach out and help, we don't get the kind of help that we be looking for. You know what I mean? We don't get the kind of crowd participation that we be anticipating. So I'm asking you from a genuine place this morning to please donate whatever you can. Almost everybody who is living in the United States of America or some foreign country or in the UK or you're in Canada, wherever you are that's tuning into this right here, you can afford $1. You can afford $1. You dashed it away yesterday. You bought some junk food yesterday that you didn't even like. If you're digging in your car seat and in your couch in your house right now, you scrape together one whole dollar. If 400 of us put together $1 each and donate it, is 400 US dollars in the hands of a person who is on the ground in Jamaica. That's a lot of money to do a lot of things with. I'm just showing you how little bit can be a lot. All right. So I'm begging you. I'm not asking for me. I'm asking you for us. I'm asking you to donate whatever you can. When you see the link, when I post the link, please donate whatever you can and help out the situation because there are people out there who badly need it way more than we do right now, right? The message is pinned at the top of the chat. This is how you join me on screen. For anybody who wants to join us on screen this morning, There's one more event that's taking place, and because it's so close, I have to tell you about it before we get started. And if Charla is in the building, big up yourself, Charla's Law. She's a part of this event. This is the first time homebuyers program. You might have seen my little ad that I put into a couple of the videos we've put up where I said, hi, my SouFLoTV audience. One of the things I'm most proud of is being a homeowner. And like I say every morning, I wish good for others as much as I wish good for myself. And I wish the same for you. And I'm sending you some genuine help. I'm pointing you in the right direction where people can help you if you're confused about the process and how to go about getting funding to purchase a house or down payment help or whatever the case may be. You just don't understand the process, or the process seems daunting to you, or you're overwhelmed, or you're probably thinking, I can't do it because I have like a money save up, but I'm sure it's not enough and all that. I was at that point too. And I reached out and I got help and I purchased property. And then now I am good, right? In that way. So being a property owner, I want you to be the same thing too. So I will be posting that again because they are having that first time homebuyers workshop on November 8th from 1 to 3 p.m. And this is my people who are in South Florida, obviously, Tamarack Recreation Center, which is in the Mango Room, like orange mango. It's in the Mango Room on the second floor of the Tamarack Recreation Center, 7501 North University Drive, Tamarack, Florida, 33321. Put that in your GPS, head on over there. It's between 1 and 3 p.m. on November 8th. That's tomorrow. This message is pressing. It's only a couple of hours, as you can tell. And we will also put up the phone number for the realtor that you can call or text to get more information as to how to get there. All right. With that out the way, look forward to those informations being pinned as the first comment under this video once we are done with the live. Or you can go to the video we did yesterday's live, where all that I just said is actually pinned as the first comment under that video as well already. All right. This morning is one of these kind of mornings. I have some things I want to talk about, but I also want this to be a free-flowing morning, anything you want to say kind of morning. All right. So the platform is opened up to the audience, and anything you think about talking about this morning. We don't care if you're on topic. We don't care if you change the direction. Is whatever you want to talk about this morning, that's where we're going with it. All right. S Diva is in the building, the first one in this morning. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Sharon Spence is in the building. Thank you for being here. It looked like the name them now change back again. Simon G, thank you for being here. Shay is in the building. Shay, thank you for being here. Sean Cassell is here as well. Miss Goldie Robinson is in the building with us this morning. 5-5-6-3 all the way from England. Thank you for being here this morning. Julie Tapper is here this morning. Virtuous Fire is here this morning. Thank you for being here. Rosalind Smichael is also with us. Patricia Jackson is with us this morning. Thank you for being here. Black Eagle, big up yourself. Lovely Aneka, my fellow content creator sister. Lovely Aneka is on different platforms across social media. Click on her name. Go over to her. Lovely Aneka, you know, ever since we changed over to streaming using this platform, you don't stand out anymore. She used to stand out. Her name would be in a different color, and there would be a tick next to her name because she is a verified content creator on YouTube, right? But if you see Lovely Aneka, click her name, go over to her content, subscribe and share the love. Keep it in the family as well, right? Roddy's daughter, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Marie's Message 411 TV. I don't see her in here this morning yet, but she's another fellow content creator sister who needs your support. Don't forget Marie. Marie was feeling a bit down the other day where we were trying to uplift her spirit and tell her, said, don't make people thief your joy and all these kind of things. Press your button them from remote locations and laugh while you get unhappy, right? All right. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Nans is in the building with us this morning. Thank you for being here, S Diva. Thank you for being here as well. If I didn't call your name, you already know how it's going on. Charlotte's Law, I see her right there. Morning, Charlotte. If I didn't call your name, you know how it go already. It's because there's a lot of names here, and we have to keep going with the show. Pussy G and a couple of others I know. All right, here we are. Let's get into this. You know, let me start out by saying, every time I'm in Jamaica, right, and I mean every single time I go, there is one particular place that I have to go. I don't care where on the island I'm at, I will reserve a day to drive. Me will turn it in a road trip, pack up my things and man drive whole day, sightsee, with one intention in mind, and it's to get to this place called Border. Border on the, well, I learned recently that there are two borders. And I fell in love with the other border as well because the food did good over there. So too, the one that borders Montego Bay side, I fell in love with that one as well. But the border that I'm talking about is the one bordering St. Elizabeth side, right? Have to make it there. And I always go to the same persons. There's a lady who is, it's the last, well, no stall, no left there. I just asked Shakira just now, I said, you see border? She said, no. I said, nothing to leave there. The whole lot gone. So for those of you who are familiar with border, when you know when you come around the corner there, your belly start talk to you because you see all these shops set up, right? Lining the road. The last stall at the very end was my stall to go every single time. And anytime I go there, I always ask her, I said, the fish ready? She said, yes. And she have a tray full of fish like this. And I always say, just give me the whole of them. I don't even have time to pick. I just give me the whole of them. Because it's the way how she season them. It's the way how she take her time and fry them for you. And then there's a lady there that works hand in hand with her that I've been telling my audience about. Remember when I told y'all, I said, when I go through Holland Bamboo, I see somebody selling peas, red peas. And right next to that person, the next person I sell red peas. And next to that person is the next person selling more red peas. And I said, why do we do that? You know, if your brother sell red peas, can't you be a little bit more creative? Like, all right, him sell peas, but me sell cooked food. So I rice and peas, me sell. I'll show you what the peas them can do. And then somebody else sell something else, right? And turn it into a whole commerce in Holland Bamboo. Have you all seen Holland Bamboo? Ross, it blow down completely too. It looks like a bomb drop there. But these are the places I frequent every time I go. So back to Border, where the food is sold. It was disheartening to see my fish lady stand up on the road yesterday doing a video where she is pleading with people to come and buy the food because she said, boy, this is how them pay them bills, and for our place blow down, our roof gone off our house, our brother house blow down too, and they got to keep commerce going in order to get some money and to fix back them things. You know, I love hustling people. My people them would don't sit down and wait upon anybody to donate nothing and give nothing to them. She back out there already. And it was so disheartening to see her, you know. I'm like, oh God, I mean, thanks to the Most High that she is still alive and wasn't hurt in all of this. But to know that these are people who, you know, you have to touch base with them every time you hit the island, and to see that they're actually going through it like that. And the same fish still there and the same bummy still there. When I walk in there one time and I seen the fish lady, me say, me take for fish. And then the lady with the bummy says, so buy some bummy from me to know. That's the first time I met them. This is years ago now because I always go there. I said, oh, so you don't sell fish, you just do the bummy? She said, no, me just do the bummy. I said, what a beautiful combination. This is what I'm talking about, working together. So they always stick with me and I always go back there. Because one I do the fish and the next one is not saying, she a sell fish, so me I go sell fish too. Cause me watch her, you know, and she make a whole heap of money off of the fish, so me I go make some money off of my fish too. And me I come sell fish next to her. That's what a lot of people do. She did exactly what I'm talking about. My sister selling fish. I can do bami. The people them always love them bami with the fish. And I promise to you, is the, hands down the best bami ever. Hands. This woman get up and you know when bami make from scratch. I don't even know if some of y'all know how bami is made. Cassava, grate and juice out and all them something there. She make her bami them from scratch. She wake up before daylight every day make bami from scratch. Some of the bamis you can get them. They're soft. They're not in the fried over form yet. Them soft and them like raw. And you can travel with those, freeze them, carry them, go foreign with you. And then some of them, we just tell them, take out two of them and fry them right in front of me, you know, so we can yam it with some of the fish them when we just buy. And then we move around like that. Is just one of those places where my heart is. Every time I come back here, I tell a story about border. Like the last time when we buy the whole heap of fish, and then by the time we reach a Senton, I was unloading the stuff from the car trunk, and a loose cat in the area, one puss. The puss jumped in the car trunk. And by the time I took the suitcase inside and came back out, now the puss that sit down in the car trunk and yam off the wall of my fish from me just buy from border. And if you know, sent on to Westmoreland down there, so it was a long drive. So it's not, and I was leaving the next morning. So it's not like I could like drive way back down there. Shakira, she was so upset. Shakira was like, yeah, drive, go back down there, you know. I said, yeah, drive, go way back down there. So for fish, we leave in a couple of hours. She was like, I will make it. And if you don't want to carry me, if you don't want to carry me, I will go myself. That's how heated we were. This is the big old cat sitting in the car truck that's like, yam the fish. I wanted to kill it. Yo. But damn. Anyhow, and some of the fish too was fish that was fried up for us from Westmoreland for Anticutic. And we still stop a border and get a whole heap more fish to go up on the fish what we did have already. But just telling you these things to make to endear these things to you, that real people out there are going through real things, and these are people that we actually know. You know what I mean? We know them people here. We touch base with them people here every time. I've advertised for her on this channel before. Not because she asked me to, but just because of me going there all the time. And her stuff never fails. You know that one place I can go where you can depend on it. Like me just know say it go taste good. They never falter. Them never switch up them seasoning. They're never off. It never tastes bad. Not that's them for me. The only thing I saw yesterday on that video where I saw her was they're putting their cooking stuff together and they're back out there, you know, and they must say, come on and get the food, you know, because we need it. But they're doing it in the rubbles, you know, in where everything blown down, and it just look like one big garbage heap out there now. And they're doing it right there. And the first thing I said to myself is, man, I hope a couple of them get together. The man them in the area, or anybody who is hearing this from yard, where frequent them area there, help the people them and move some of that debris out the way, which part the food is going to be prepared. All right, I make the people them get back to the food thing. There's nothing wrong with getting back to it. Ain't nobody going to give you anything. Sometimes you just have to, you know, go through your losses and say, yeah, we will bounce back because we still have life and we still have a way to make some money. So at it again we go. And we'll be there to support you. We'll be there to support you. That's me no want nobody have nothing bad for say about you, you know. Like, oh God, man, them could have cleaned up the place like a bit before them start cooking it. Look how the place look. So y'all push the debris back somewhere else or something until Lazy Andrew finally get garbage people to come clean up what is out there, the debris that's out there, and the place can look away good again, right? Cassava juice makes starch for ironing. Pussy G said cassava juice makes starch for ironing. As a little country youth, I think I know that, but that is something we have not visited in forever and a day. Yeah, because it's been that long. But I think I know that. cassava juice to make starch for ironing. And who has starched them clothes still? If you see a man out here with his pants starched, you know he's from the 80s or early 90s. Man stopped starching them pants from about 92, right? Nobody now starch them pants again and them big seam stand up in your pants. Or it's the older ones. The older ones that do it. All right. That was disheartening. Another thing I saw was I was laughing because, you know, we used to take serious thing, make joke. And let me pull up that picture here for you. It's not a picture, it's like a video. But the video basically showed, remember how the place did stay the other day? Like all the foreign women that were coming down to Jamaica to enjoy laying on the bamboo raft and getting their apples massaged and all these things. And I said, that would be a good job. Like, I would definitely pack up and leave foreign and go live in Jamaica and run a bamboo rafting business where we massage tourist women and tell them stories about our island while we make some money. I even pitched the idea that somebody should gather up some good-looking Jamaican girls and women. Shouldn't say girls, because girl a picnic, and we are big man. Gather up some good-looking Jamaican women and start your own bamboo rafting company. Get a couple of bamboo rafts built. And so when time wifey want to have fear favorite massage man pan the bamboo raft there, so you could say it's okay. Because that's the only reason why a lot of the man them get vexed. And I said, no, I don't want you massaging my wife. It's because there's no woman there to massage him. But if he look over there and he's like, damn, wouldn't mind take a massage from Teresa. And your wife look over and she said, damn, wouldn't mind take a massage from him. Everybody could be even, right? Everybody can be even. So that's a business idea I'm pitching out there as we rebuild. Hopefully somebody take this idea and run with it. Start your bamboo rafting business. Get you some pretty women, and them not have to be. You don't have to have any qualifications in massage. You don't have to be a licensed massage therapist. You're rubbing the clay on people and them love it. You can't. Everybody know how to feel up somebody. No pun intended. But it will work. Trust me, it will work. The man them will fly down from foreign for it. Just like how the woman them fly in for that. In saying that though, the river that all that used to happen on. Look at this. Let me take this comment off the screen first before me showing you this. It says, yes, it does. I got third-degree burns when I was around 6 or 7 by starch that my grandmother made and put on the ironing board and turn over on me. Lord God. What you say? Nah, my wife is good. FIFA Dan says, nah, my wife is my wife is. I saw you think. You think your wife good. She not gonna tell you nothing neither because she don't want you to feel disrespected. But that's what you think. Listen, I'm an even guy, man. I'm an even player. If wifey want her massage, she can get her massage. Me, I go want one to do. If you can't stomach me having one and enjoying that one, then I don't think you're gonna want to. So the only way your wife is gonna say no is if you are saying no too. But if them have some good looking Jamaican woman over there, you know the one them who body look like say a yam and dumpling, dasheen and cocoa and breadfruit and banana, them kind of body there. Yeah, and she in a little nice 2-piece and thing, and she spread out and a spread. What? Your wife is probably going to say no. She don't want a massage because she know why you go get a massage from one of them. But if she, I mean, she might be like, go babe, you deserve it, enjoy yourself, I'm going over here. Or maybe your heart can't take it. Maybe your heart can't take it. You're like, no, I don't want nobody massage my wife. Me will do all the massaging. This is the place that used to do it. This look, watch the before and after. That's the before. Clean, nice, pretty, pristine. I'm showing you what go on now. See it there now? That was before and after. No green vegetation. No, there is no more. Watch it again.
I don't know what we're on. I don't know what we're heading for.
So pretty. Mud water. No greenery. We were having so much fun just the other day, right? Lush greenery, mud water, and no greenery. The before and after for some of these, man, I woke up this morning and this is the first thing I saw. And I was like, damn. Because as much as we're going to build back, as much as nature will replenish itself, as much as the trees are going to grow back, these weren't grown overnight. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the scenery, that lush vegetation, that doesn't happen overnight. This is like untouched rainforest, and in the middle of the rainforest, a river cuts its way that we just enjoy. It's not a man-made scene, it's a natural scene. So it's gonna take a while for, cause the whole of the tree them gone and everything, friend. All the trees are gone and everything. And I was just thinking, damn, we were just enjoying that. You know, how much women are fly down, and look how many American girls or women, young women, got spread out pan raft down there. Not just American, they were from everywhere. Got spread out pan raft down there and talk about you got to get to Jamaica and you got to have a massage on one of these bamboo rafts, and then look there. Just like that. Damn. But yeah. It is, man. It's super heartbreaking to see. It's super heartbreaking to see. And absolutely right, Karen. It's still going to be different. Even when the water clears up and the raft them go back on the river, you won't be surrounded by the thick, lush greenery and the sounds of all the. You ever go to them place there? When you go to those kind of places, right, it's the ambience that keeps you there, that you say it's so beautiful. Did you all see Dunn's River? Oh my God. I'm always telling us that one of the things that I have to do when I go to Jamaica is to climb Dunn's River Fall. And remember, I was just saying that not too long ago. I mean, I say, make sure so when you go to Jamaica, climb Dunn's River Fall before you get too old and can't climb up the fall. When I saw Dunn's River Fall, I was hurt. I was like, damn. I mean, Dunn's River Fall, the hurricane make Dunn's River Fall look like one little river now. Because all the tall greenery that was surrounding the fall, and you feel like you're in this ambience where you hear all these birds and all these cricket and all these buzzing of these different insects and animals and stuff in the bushes and stuff where I make all these exotic sounds while you're climbing the fall. All that is gone. All that is gone. It blew down completely. It looked like somebody dropped 2 bombs over there over upon Dunn's River, and it just quiet. And you can hear the water running down the rocks, but that's about it. You no longer hear any sound of the birds in the bush them and they're sitting there. It just looked, oh man. And remember, Dunn's River is one of our major tourist attractions. Every time I go to Dunn's River, there's a long line of people coming in, a long line of people going up that fall, a long line, and I see how it works, because the tour guide them that are our brothers and sisters that are Jamaicans, a lot of them, that's how they feed their family. That's their 9 to 5. That's their job. They take tourists up the fall safely for their pays and pay them bills like that. You know what I mean? Now, going up the falls and looking, and you can't see everything else beside of you, and there is no, the surrounding has changed so much, it is definitely not going to be the same anymore. It's not going to be the same anymore. Give it a year, that lushness will be back. Nah, no cast. Even bamboo that grows super fast will not be back in a year. I won't give it a year. I will say 5 years from now, it'll look like something what it used to look like. Some of those trees are older than your grandparents that blow down. It's not gonna be 1 year and all that is back. Especially on the river I just showed you where them do the rafting. Some of those trees are older than our grandparents. Miss Ruby and Mas Clevey dead 95, 96 years old, back to back, right? You had trees there that were older than them. Them tree that now come back in a 1 year time. It didn't take 1 year for the tree get that big and the tree get that beautiful. It took 90 odd years, 100 and odd years. So it's not going to come back that quickly. We wish, but it's not. It's not. Jamaica is home to approximately 332 species of bird, which includes 29 endemic species found nowhere else in the world. The total number of recorded species varies slightly by sources. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. Jamaica is also not only the birds, but the medicinal bushes. The medicinal bushes. Some of those bushes, there are a team of scientists that just went down to Jamaica, I believe it was a year ago or maybe 2 years ago, and they were finding medicinal bushes that they had never even, they're not recorded anywhere in history. People in Jamaica that was taking them on the tour, going through the bushes, was interested, and this was one of the times where I was like, Jesus Christ, can we just keep some things to ourselves? Because if I tell them people about them something here and tell them about it cures this and it cures that, they're coming back, you know. Them a come back feet, you know. Don't tell them nothing. That's how I was watching it, I swear to you. But the guy that was taking them through it, it was a team of scientists, not a team of tourists. The guys that were taking them through it was explaining to them, yes, this has been used for hundreds of years, you know. This get inflammation out of your bones, out of your joints, and this one right here, if you have a big stomach because your stomach is bloated from gas and this and that, this one is good for that. And the guy was recording everything, and he was like, we're discovering new species of plants that are recorded nowhere in history. And I thought, damn, why will I tell them? Why will I tell them? But the place is magical, and some of that stuff, it's gonna take, some of that stuff is gonna take a long time to come back. A long time to come back. Yeah? A long time. Me don't know. Yeah. It's going to take a long time to come back. I wanted to talk about a police officer left a voice note yesterday. I don't know if some of y'all saw the voice note, heard the voice note, but the voice note from the police officer kind of tells you what is happening in Westmoreland. It's a warning. He went down there and he said he's never seen anything like this before. He only heard of stuff like this in movies. Now, let me give you all a perspective. Some of y'all are watching social media and you see a truck pull up in a one place and the comment says Westmoreland. And now y'all are like, all right, Westmoreland get all the help it need now and it can't stop talk now. I had no idea that Westmoreland was that big. Shakira comes from Westmoreland, right? So again, I think this morning I said to you, babe, is this morning I said to her, say, I never know say Westmoreland so big because I've been up since 2 a.m. this morning going through videos and stuff to make sure say I am current on what I am going to talk about. So I'm going to talk about something and somebody say, oh God, man, them fixed that already, that from 2 weeks ago, right? And I'm seeing parts of Westmoreland I've never seen before. Remember, I go there every year, you know? I'm seeing parts I've never seen before. And I was like, how big is this parish? How big is this place? She's like, man, it's huge. All know, you know, say, this place, and she start name places that I'm like, and then I see rescue workers now who are not the rescue workers that flew in on those planes to help us. These are other people who are coming in because the airport am open and people are coming to Jamaica same way. Some of them are voluntarily coming to the island because they just love Jamaica. And them are come there to come help. There's a white man here who does rescue for a living, and he is calling out our prime minister. He said basically the aid is here, the resources are here, and we know it that it's here. So come on, let's get moving. And I thought, wow, Westmoreland is huge, and there are parts of Westmoreland that still have not gotten help yet. Listen to what the police officer said when he goes to some of these places that still hasn't gotten any help yet. We are 11 days post the hurricane. 11 days. Listen.
Go to St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland today. I'm still on the highway coming back, right? Do not go down there if you don't have to. Or if you don't have a security, don't get up in a group of women, or do not go down there unless you are going to somebody directly. All right? And do not go down there for the whole photo shoot business. This is serious business we're dealing with. I have never seen this in my life before. A movie alone, we see these things in that. You're passing and people, children are shooting out their hands and saying, please, because of water, they're hungry, please, I beg you. And these people are people who could even drive by, but we have to drive past some of these people. It is not for the weak of heart.
If you can't hear it, he said, this is not for the weak of heart. If you don't have to go down there, don't go there unless you're going to somebody directly. So far, he said, driving through some of these places, you see all these children holding out their hands saying, please, just give me some water. Just give me some water. And you can't stop and you have to drive past them.
I will not encourage you guys to go down there on your own. Right? If you want to get stuff and give it to the men for them to bring down there. So this is also for the women as well. Not saying that women.
I'm not encouraging anybody to go down there by themselves. If you're going to go, if you're going to get stuff and give it to the men or give it to the people them who are organized and are going there. But don't go there yourself.
Are needed, but we don't think we need no women down there at this point. All right, get the things them ladies and get the man them, because we also need people to clean up the roadway. Don't get stink, right? Like a lot of dead animals, you know, the people that dead things that don't get stink. Like this, that.
He's talking about the stench, right? Him said the way it smelled down there, he was like, down there stink. You have to understand, so people have their farms, cow, goat, donkey, chicken, blow away, dead all over the place. Humans died there and are being buried there by their family members there, which I'll play a next video of the Prime Minister finally addressing that, where he's saying we might have to go dig up these bodies and have proper autopsy done on these bodies and all kinds of things. But what the police officer here is telling you in the video is, it's terrible, man. The scent alone. There's another woman who said this is not far from her, so she decided to walk, go over there, go see the next community. And she said when she entered the next community, she couldn't go any further. The scent alone, she said, and then the destruction. She said she had to get garlic and water, like start troop on raw garlic, just for no pass out from the smell, and it make your stomach nauseous like you want to vomit, right? It's bad. It's really bad. And half of it is not even being shown.
It's going to be a very traumatic experience for you guys. So please do not go down there. I tell you, it's crazy. It is really crazy. It's a good thing I was in my uniform and I was escorted by my fellow soldiers and police officers. All right, else I would have still been down there stuck in.
He said he was lucky he was in his uniform, his police uniform, and he had to be escorted up out of there by some soldiers and some police. Else he would have still been pinned down there.
Persons are rabid persons, right? Taking away the things out of the vehicle. If you stop people just running, jump up.
Persons are robbing persons. They're taking away the things out of your vehicle. As you stop them, just running, jump up, jump in your vehicle, take out the stuff them.
Lick out the glass and go on the things them.
Lick out your
It is
glass
very
and go
serious.
on with
Alright,
things.
so do not think this is a joke thing. It is very, very, very dangerous and serious on that side. So take it as we tell them. Alright, let's.
Alright. That's to give you an idea. That's to give you an idea of what it looks like down there. Charlotte said my aunt went and she said the same thing. She said it's affecting her meds. Yeah. I saw a lady crying and she was saying the same thing. She says it's affecting her mentally, what she saw there. And most people that have been are talking mostly about the smell that's there. It's a smell that is, they said you can't bring words to the smell. We smelled dead dog before, right? Or you see John Crow pick some dead animal somewhere before. They're like multiplied at times many. It's just heavy in the air. Like you walk out of the area and it's like it depends you out of your clothes. Like when you come out of the kitchen when you cook. Yeah. Andre said the same thing. Yeah, and these are the places that Andre is making headway into, getting into these places. That's why I'm encouraging y'all to donate to what he has going on. You know what I mean? Because we're here talking on here, but he is actually boots on the ground going into these places. See? I can't imagine the kids. You know how picnics stay. Children will beg you for anything except for water. Trust me. In order for kids to beg you for water, kids must be super thirsty and desperate. Children don't beg for water, friend. Children beg you for juice. Them beg you for candy. Them beg you for them kind of something there. They don't beg you for water. He said the amount of children he saw holding out their hands like this, and them I said, please just give me some water. It was heartbreaking for him. Kind of remind me of when I was in Iraq and the children would run behind our vehicle as we were driving off. But them used to always ask for chocolate because in our MREs, right, which is our meals that come in a bag, in our MREs, we used to get like one little chocolate thing in there, and some of us would take them and give them to the kids while we were on missions and stuff, or while we were out on patrol. Not missions, because missions run different. While we were out on patrols, we would give the kids them. So the word got around to all the kids them, say the American soldiers give you chocolate. And now them come out for the chocolate. So every time them see we, as the vehicle starts to drive off, is Mr. Chocolate. And the faster you drive is the faster them run behind the vehicle, and their hands are out like this, and they're chocolate. So we would collect up all the chocolate them, and then we would just throw them like that. And you could see us going off into the dust, and they would just stop, and they would just pick up all the chocolate them, and they'll be happy till they see us again, you know, with more chocolate. That kind of remind me of, and I haven't seen Westmoreland yet, or what they're talking about in person, but I could only imagine it's like that. Desperation. These kids, we had destroyed their home. That's what I get to know now, you know. We flat down the place, and they had a livelihood. They had birds in cages that people are raised them pigeon and their rabbits, and you know, them place that built up nice, just like how our communities here were built up. And now we are boots on the ground in their place. And them scared away. And they don't know when we're going to run in their house and all kind of something. So they had this look on their face all the time. And the most they could ask us for is some chocolate. Mr. Chocolate. Now that I look at it. Damn. Where you said 250 milliliter bottles is not quenching your thirst. Scent of the dead who haven't been retrieved, deteriorating. That's one of the complaints there as well, is the scent of the dead. The scent of the dead, between dead animals and the dead people, the scent of death. It's overwhelming there. This is a police officer that is telling you other things are happening there as well. People are getting desperate, so they're starting to prey on the people who might have a little something left. And if you pass through there, you might very well become a victim because they're not beg you for nothing. You know, them might look like they want to take it from you kind of thing. That way. SouFlo, there are craters in the road. You said, hold on. I don't know why that did that. I don't want to erase you from the chat. Oh, that's not what I just did. Well, it seems like they don't care about the people of Westmoreland. So we started this on Monday, and we started it for a reason. So for those of you who are behind a little bit and you don't know, before we get into all the other stuff we're going to get into, for those of you who are late to this and don't know why we keep beating this, is because we realized what role Westmoreland played in the last election in Jamaica. Remember, I know, the Jamaica Labour Party with Andrew Holness, they won the prime ministership back. So Andrew got his third term in office, but they lost a lot of seats in Parliament. They lost a lot of seats in Parliament that got flipped from green to orange, right? So in a sense, they won the prime ministership, but they really lost the election. Westmoreland is a place that played a great role in that. Westmoreland is the place where this hurricane touched down. Hurricane Melissa made landfall Tuesday, October 28th in Westmoreland, near the town of New Hope and Belmont on the southwestern part of the island. It came in and landed as a Category 5 with winds at 185 miles per hour. And of course, it left catastrophic damage and widespread devastation. We realized that they were putting the resources to other places, seems like because they want to spite the people of Westmoreland. Now, when we start saying it first, there were people who were saying, no bother with that, man, no bother with the politics something, and that go on. The thing just happened. You have to give them time. Okay, 11 days ago, that was 11 days. And people still have their dead family members in them yard that they've buried in their backyard. 11 days. And people still have, people still are stranded in places where they have not been reached. 11 days. And aid still has not gotten to some of these people yet. They were hit 11 days ago. You know what I say to the people who are saying, okay, man, you say it already now, blah, blah, blah. You know what I say to them? I can tell that you are not somebody who is talking to me from that area. For the people who we are advocating for to get help, I can tell that you're not there. Because if you were there, if you slept under a sheet of zinc last night, if you heard that more rain is coming and you don't have no shelter over your head, the people are sleeping outside. If you heard that more rain is coming, you don't have no shelter, you haven't had food in a couple of days, or some of them, the last time somebody passed through was 2 days ago with some food, so them have to try and make where them get work until them seek some more aid again and all this. If you were in that, I saw a brother yesterday and he talked about how him and his wife and the baby had to run, and she pick up the baby and she first bolt out of the house, and him a run because the house a lift up, right? And they run to a next house, but the next house them run to was a board house. And then the board house where them run to for rescue, that start lift up, them had to run to a next house, the neighbor's house, which was a concrete house. And there, so they finally got relief. But he was describing while she was running, she fell face down with the baby and she dropped on top of the little baby. And he was holding the baby while he was telling the story, and he was said, me don't have nothing for the baby, nothing. We don't have no pampers. Look, not even socks, not upon him little foot them, or nothing. And I was like, damn, somebody just sent me, one of y'all just sent me a message that said, SouFlo, I bought a whole bunch of stuff for my granddaughter, but they're too small or something, and how can we get it there and all that? Yeah, So if you were one of those people, you would be saying something completely different. I wouldn't be talking about this too much for you. You would have been happy to somebody member you and a chat about it so the world can hear and send something your way. One of the worst feelings is feeling like you're going through something alone. One of the worst feelings is feeling like you're suffering and nobody sees or nobody cares. The people I'm already hurting, there's no reason for us to make them feel like we don't see them. The only people who are trying to do that are people who are super selfish and are thinking about themselves. I don't have time to think about myself right now. So even when I'm telling myself that, I said this to Shakira every morning before we come do the video. I said, damn, I gotta do this topic again. This is so, and she finished my sentence and said, draining. And I said, yes, this is draining. I would love to get on here and talk about funny stuff and laugh. You know, see how I start the video this morning, may I try to lighten the mood. I talk about start a business with some beautiful Jamaican women, pan the raft them, and these kind of things. I'm trying to lighten the mood a little bit. Just talking about it is friggin' depressing, and it's like a drag down to my spirit. But I don't have time to be complaining about how my spirit feel when we talk about it. Me lucky me get to only talk about it and that I'm not actually in it. So that's what's going on, people. They are not distributing the aid. And the more we talk, I thought this morning is supposed to be the morning where we wake up Andrew Holness. Because he must sleep. He's sleeping. Our Prime Minister is asleep. Our Prime Minister is very much asleep. He's very much in his own la-la land world. And he's doing this his way, that he wants to do this. A truer thing has never been said than this video right here that I'm about to play. I want you to listen to what the video said, because I'm use AI to say it, but it says what it needs to say. Before I get into that though, here's the person that I was telling y'all about that's there in Jamaica.
Hey everybody, this is Josh. I'm sitting here with Anna and her beautiful family. We have a huge concern. I'm going to show you what the concern is right now, guys. We're on Reading Road, and if you see, we've got a stranded community this way. Right? So I need boats. I need air assets. You send me helicopters. You send me everything I need to get to these people. There's about 300 people back here stranded, guys. It's been like this since the hurricane. We have the assets available. We need people to get off their now and start supporting this mission. Say no joke. Let's get off our asses, people. All back here. Look. Stranded community. If we can't, I'm going to go back there. They've been getting back there in a refrigerator, guys. Paddling a damn refrigerator to go help people out. Come on. We know the resources are there. Let's start moving. Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Josh. I'm sitting here with Anna and her beautiful family. We have a huge concern.
You see what I'm telling you? So yeah, Charlotte, maybe now they will listen, right? Let's have somebody add it this morning. Good morning.
Flo. Hey,
Hello,
Flo.
what, brother?
Yo, let me tell you something, man. You see, this is why, morning to all your audience. Trust me, every day I make sure to say, I find it possible to listen to you, even when I'm at work. You know what I mean? You see, you, my youth, you is one of the main influencer when me so this far. Aside from, like me tell you, say, you know, the guy that teach them what me listen to sometimes
Right.
here. Let me tell you something. And see, y'all not deal with no BS, you know? If it wasn't for you, it's like everything that you said, me really sit back and hear everything I come through my youth. Everything that's like you predict before it happened, it always happen. What if we didn't have these artists, my youth? What would happen? What if we didn't have them artists there? Eh?
Can you see all the artists them out there, right? Them out there more than anybody else, you know, who has influence and in position of power, you know.
Like me said, I remember, you know, it just earlier on last year to know, you know, them artists. I mean, sometimes you see the artists, them, most of them, get back
Mm-hmm.
them priorities and end up on the road.
Right. Right.
Ever since cartel get out, my youth, everything just fly off with the man them. And me see how the man
Right.
them a run the place and they deal with the place. And look, with all of this happen, at them are the first one, let me say, chip in and they deal with the same people them with them clip them wings. At them
Mm-hmm.
same one turn round and I fund the people them.
Yeah.
And all them do is sit down, parliament, yappa and chat. Ain't nobody wanna hear all of that.
Even though, even though, even
Me,
though, beer talking.
I got peoples down there in West End too, because that's where my
Mm-hmm.
father's side come from.
Saying,
Yo, man, I'm telling you, man, it's like every day when I sit down and listen to you, it's like I'm wondering what the hell are they doing? Are they really in Jamaica? Where are they? You know what I mean? It's just like Cartel say, I'm in Jamaica, where are you? It's like them, they are the ones that statement is referring to, man. Shit.
it's like them did it, right? Them in a
Yo,
different Jamaica.
may I tell
Listen,
them my youth?
may I forgive Spice, Dancehall Queen Spice, are big up. Spice not only showed up,
Yeah.
Spice showed up with 5 truckload of building material. We are talking about block and steel and zinc and cement and them something there. 5 truckload.
Look, Eva Bantan, Eva Bujo. Like I said, the
Mm-hmm.
same Bujo when me hear you talk about the other days, how them clip try to you know, do what them are
Yeah,
do
them
just to
deny
make
him the
him get.
right to have a foundation.
You see what I'm saying? And the man them are sure playing low. It's like they are the one right now. They are the ones that I'm listening to and looking for. Them can always go and sit down on the back burner because them just there like them not do nothing.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
much a waste of time, man.
The
But
same Buju
anyway,
Banton who they said is not worthy, and it wouldn't be a good look for him to be the head of a non-profit organization. Can remember when them denied Buju, Buju said, all I'm trying to do is help some people who need help.
yeah,
Me don't need no help. He actually said, me rich from me at 19 and
look,
I don't need no help. I'm trying to help people. Remember when him did come from prison and he used to
yeah,
like
yeah.
go feed the
That's what I'm
people them in
talking
the
about.
street and them
Yeah,
stop him?
yeah.
All right.
You see,
Yeah.
when him come out and everything what the man say, me sit and me listen to, like a lot of time in the clips them when he used to make him video them and put them out, and they warn the people them.
A one
But
way, right?
yeah, you see what I'm saying? And everybody will jump up and they talk crap out of them mouth. But look, the same people them, when them try to clip them wings and do everything to them, I see them, at them on the grounds now. Yeah,
Yes.
at them today in the flesh.
Yep.
So any praises we are give at them we are give too. That's why I say this politics thing, man, them can go on the back burner for me as far as I'm concerned. Yeah,
Real talk, brother.
yeah.
Real talk. We don't know no politics. We know the people them. You
Nah.
know what I'm saying?
That's why I tell us, say, you sure what you do, my youth. Continue to do what you do because you are one influencer, one inspirator where, everything can me know how you do your thing. Me hear you tell them all the while. If you know research this thing, you know, and deal with the hearsay, and you're always on point. You're always
Yeah.
on point. It's just like the video I made the other day. People them to watch the money. And that me alone. Now me here make a next video and they talk about them little bit of money where them get. Them not
We
gonna do
won't.
that, man. We are
It's
thinking
not
about doing
enough.
that.
We won't have. Jamaica does not have enough money to recover from this.
No. I'm
But
telling you, if it's not them artists, I don't know how the people them will manage. Trust me.
why?
But may I go and listen to my youth. I know the call me there now. So
All right. We can't
yeah,
tell. We can.
yeah.
You're well bundled up.
Yo, may I tell you, me just getting to work here. So
All
I'm gonna
right,
head
my
out.
brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out on the floor, but I'm gonna put my earpiece and go and listen.
All right. Manners and respect, see?
Yes, man. Blessings to everyone. And anything I open the chat like that again, anytime we get the chance, you know what I mean? But me, I wanted to like the phone number we have, is that a number that can reach you through?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, like one of them time when I'm off, then I'll try and call on that number. You know what I mean?
All right, my brother.
So we can have a convo with you.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Manners and respect, see?
Yeah, blessing, bro.
All right. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Hello. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hello?
Yep. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. We did hear you, like you're fighting with your phone. Work it out on callback, caller. The same artists that they criticize are the same ones that are underground helping. It's funny, that's how it goes, right? Yeah, but again, we have to big up Spice because, you know, I mean, we can't fault anybody for showing up with what is needed right now, the essentials. Pick me a ball for water, them lip I get chopped. Do you know that when your lips chop up from dehydration, it's because your internal organs are dehydrated? You pass which part thirsty there, you know? You pass the thirsty mark, you are now into dehydration. And the first sign of that is your lips start to quiver and then start to split, right? So when the picnic them are beg for water and people are show up with the water, we can't tell the people them about, well, yeah, but we can bring something else now because everybody are bring water. No, we don't get enough water. We want more water, but the people are going to need other things too. So I love how Spice actually put thought into it. And she was like, well, there's a lot of people out here bringing water and stuff. The people that are going to need building material. 5 truckload. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Gosh.
Yeah, we can't hear you, you know. You can't hear us?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
She said, God help you. Oh, gosh. There's something wrong on her end. Because we can definitely hear you. Yeah. So, yeah, big up to Spice, man. 5 truckload. The truckload came in. And I saw the pictures and I saw the videos. So, there's another thing that's going on out here that is very weird. You know, people are always seeking opportunity to exalt themselves, even in the midst of tragedy, you know? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
I still can't hear a thing. I don't know why.
You can't hear us?
I have to call. I have to call back. I assume you can't hear me. I can't hear anything.
Oh man. That sounds like voice of reason too. Yeah. So big up to Spice for the 5 truckloads. There are people who are always seeking to exalt themselves. Because I see a lot of pictures and words going around. This football player donated $20 million to Jamaica. This one donated $50 million. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, slow for morning.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm there. Take it easy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Let me finish what I'm going to say. There are a lot of people out there who are not donating anything. It's their fan base who are just putting their pictures up so you can praise the artist by saying, this artist donated $50 million. This one donated $40 million. The first thing I ask is for verification. Who was the money sent to? Who received that donation? You don't have to show your face. You don't have to be out in the streets. But I don't want anybody to use this as now is a time to exalt myself. Make the people them feel like say I'm a part of who's helping them when you're really not. You know what I mean? And there are people out there who are doing that right now. Just to put that out there. All right, caller. Say what you say.
Yeah. And me look on the storm differently in terms of me can't let go the fact as if a part of me welcome the storm and a part of me.
Are you that again?
Yeah.
You know, so I'll cuss you again, not true? I never cuss you before, you know, bro, but I feel like I'm going to cuss you this time. Where you are say you're welcome this time for?
Let me finish talk.
All right, go on.
Okay. Me welcome the storm because me look upon the storm as a bigger picture than just, oh, people are dead, or the Prime Minister do, oh, God, baby in it too. Me look upon the storm, I expose the government we're under. You know what I mean? The storm exposed the people. If they don't see it now, they're not going to see it again. Some of you said, now is the right time. God give you an opportunity to load up the government them, to show them, say, yo, they don't care about the people. You know what I mean? If the people who have voted for him and support him can't see there's something wrong. You know what I mean? Vegas, Mr. Vegas, up on video I cuss out people for the Prime Minister. And I say, yo, why the man I pick up the Prime Minister, a person not at all so much? What kind of friendship they have? What kind of deal them have? What kind of secret they have for Vegas for you? I cuss out people. Cuss out people about who? You know what I mean? What the man I do for you? I put in so much energy. I cuss out in whole Jamaica because people criticize how he might behave, how he might treat himself. You know what I mean? It's like me, a part of me, think the storm is necessary. My family in Jamaica too. Yeah, some of them I can't find. My family house blow off, the house that half of the house that blow off. But take money into my pocket to help rebuild the house again and do everything over again. But a part of me can't deny the fact that this storm is supposed to join Jamaica together for them realize that we alone have to take care of each other. And if people come help with, we alone have to find our way through. You know what I mean? Some look on the whole storm thing different for find a lot of people. People look on the devastation and if people want help. Yes, people want help, yes, but look on the bigger picture.
I'm glad you put that context there to it, because the last time when you did say that, you
never finished that.
Yeah.
You have to people have to understand this now. If me not strong enough for Jamaica, you will never get me calling on a SouFLo show. So the reason I take my lot of things to do, right?
See.
And the reason I'm going to find time, I call you and I try to make myself heard. It's because I love the country more and a lot of people who do so what me say. You understand what I'm saying? So me, I said this, it's because I love the country to a different dimension. When I say, something often happen to people, open them eyes and say, yo, when I pick up for a man when even know no. Andrew wants to know I don't know a friend, you don't know the man. It's a stranger to remember that. You don't know him. So stop, run behind him. Like I said, he was an angel fall from heaven, and God sent him down here. Stop treating him like an angel. Treat him like a human being. When I care about no friend. Hey, listen, if me a prime minister, Zane, if me a prime minister, this happen to my country, me I go insane. I'm on that town right now. I'm at the nearest parish. I'm a business. Look, but I will say the country have much money, Zane. What about the money the country have now? Use it, the people don't have housing, the people are dead and sick.
And
you know what I mean?
And that you are valid. Just like Mistress B says, though, yes, I understand what he's trying to say, but welcoming the storm is not the correct term. Maybe your terminology and delivery is a little bit off. But with that said, though, I have some information here I'm going to get into, because you talk some things that are very real. You're saying, what about the stuff that is already there, the resources that we already have? Yeah. Right? And there is a whole piece of information here I would like to get into for the audience to understand. Because this morning, name call out Andrew, wake him up. Because it look like him gone asleep.
He's not gonna sleep, he's wicked you. The man that care about the people. I mean, I want umbrella where him good and people are just insect. I'm just telling you, it's in the world. The people forget they have evil people. You have evil people will look pretty and cute and handsome and tall, but their mind just look good. You know what I mean? People keep on look on the physical feature of people and feel that your friend and your friend. If when a man show you not care about you, believe it. You know what I mean? Somebody say, how long we live? How long you have to live? You know what I mean? So think about yourself and what you deserve while you're alive. And stop worrying about a man who's rich already and good already uptown, and you are suffering in the country. You know what I mean? Let's not be angry and listen. There is no other way people are up and some people have to suffer. Have to suffer as the kids hungry and thirst.
In order to get the message.
Yes, I got my trying to say.
To see the picture. So, me get what you say, brother.
Yes, so me say welcome star. I never tell nobody say. If a person smart, you know, say me not try. So me glad say star I kill people and people did that road and pick their up thirsty. But at this time, take the people up in them eye. Listen, if them storm pass and see people still a prison man there, probably you're not going to call as often.
Right.
I'm gonna lose interest again for a while. Yeah.
All right, brother. I like how you rephrase that, or clarify for some people. So,
Yeah,
so we get an
I tell you something,
understanding. See?
SouFlo. I tell you something, though. I tell you Jamaican this. When you hear a man attack, when you do quick to shut him down. When you finish talk, when you finish talk, you criticize him. Don't criticize him until he finish making statement. All right?
All right,
That's all
brother.
I'm saying. Big up yourself. All
Manners
right?
and respect, see?
All right, my G.
All right. All right. The phone was ringing before. I see a lot of people saying I'm calling, but I can't get in. Feel free to call now. I'm going to give you 60 seconds if you can't get your call in. Then there's some information here I have to go through with you because I make everybody understand what is happening in Jamaica right now. You see, the white man will fly in. He's a guy that does search and rescue for a living, right? Not for a living, but through his organization. It wasn't them that brought him into the country. He's their rogue. He's their, like, them love Jamaica, so them come in to come help. You see which part him find the 300 families were on at the back part there. So, may I tell you, say Westmoreland big. When I was looking at the video, I'm like, what part of Westmoreland is that? Because I don't know all them places there. And Shakira tell me this morning, say, you went a lot of places there, but you haven't been everywhere. The place huge, right? And they're using a refrigerator as a boat to sail from house to house around there. With all the resources, not even a blow-up boat. The people them not get. That means that nobody hasn't reached them yet around there, so, and nobody can leave their house. Because everybody in them house. 11 days now and counting. Shout out to the person that just put me on because we that give Spice our respect. It was 10 trucks that came in. 5 of them had building material and 5 had other essentials that were needed for the people them. That is huge. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, hello. Good morning, SouFLo.
Clear up your phone, brother. Your phone.
Yeah, hear me?
Yeah. Take you off a speaker, wherever that is.
Yeah, man, you come off a speaker, man. Yeah, so I just want to put in a little one thing before I start this all work, you know?
All right, go on now.
So this government, right? They've been caught with them shoes off, you know, them boxers, just laying on the couch. They didn't have a plan. They probably even just a pick out between them two, you know? Because, I don't know if you hear it or you see it, but Andrew Holness just came out and admit that they didn't have a plan. He said they were scrambling.
They're still scrambling.
Yeah.
Nans just said in the comment section that she feel like Andrew don't know what to do, but his ego won't allow him to say, we're caught off guard and I don't know. I honestly don't know what to do. Somebody give me some help. Yes,
this guy, to me, him have some form of mental illness. We don't know what we call it, but you know when they people that themselves to a fault.
Yeah.
Where they cannot admit to them wrong or they cannot seek help. I don't know what's wrong with him. I'm just so lied that he lied to himself.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But they did not have a contingency plan. You understand? Jamaica, a place where a hurricane prone should have a category 7 plan. And yes, hurricane only stop at category 5, but we should have a plan. We're going to say a category 7 plan, a plan such that if half of the country fall at the ocean, we should have a contingency plan. Sit down somewhere.
A contingency, I agree.
What are the likelihood that we're going to have a hurricane and an earthquake at the same time? Probably very slim. But what can happen will happen. Murphy's Law.
Right.
We should have a plan for something like that.
Right.
And this government cannot seem to separate relief from build back. You ask them about relief, they start pivot to build back. Why are they so gung-ho about building back?
When the people them not even get help that they need yet, them reach building back already.
They reach building back, jump past relief.
Because building back means money in a them pocket.
Mean money in them pocket.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned Vegas from Vegas is a developer. If you don't even know,
right.
Vegas build apartments and them thing there. He want to get to build back so he can capitalize. You have to hear them when they whisper and what them true intent is. Their true intent is loud.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? What they are thinking about is creating a concrete jungle right? And it's not all poor people where get flooded out down there. Because I watch one youth, motorsport, I don't know if you follow, but I follow drag race and I name something there. A lot of them people down there, so they have their money, they have their car. Them flood out to them house mash up. And it's a culture where down there, them build out a board house. When if you change, you probably need to put in some building codes so the thing can get more, you know? It better when it comes to a hurricane and them things, but them didn't have a plan. Them just caught totally. And the things that they get on international news that tell people, say them have a very strategic plan. This is the hallmark of a PR government. And what the caller said before.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, and what the caller said before. Yes, I made that comment on somebody post last night. So yes, I don't like the suffering with the people, but if anything, this hurricane exposed to the world what a PR government really looks like.
Don't do a damn thing except for try to look good in front of the camera for the world.
In front of the camera.
Yeah, that is this. That is this.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, if we never, why Jamaica never have a culture? Why we get up people never create a culture where you have artists that go to connect few millions and bring in a country and have 50 people?
Why?
Right? Why we artists ended up spending all their money by jet and everything there? And situation like this and nothing to give. Or the government just sit down upon the money and now wait till all of the artists them come help. Everybody from all the world come help and they just take the money and receive the money. What am I do?
You know, the people that might get to me too, you know, because not enough people are making noise. Because we all saw Daryl Vaz stand up on the tarmac and tell us, 77 planes landed already, filled with aid, resources, and personnel to help.
Yeah.
And none of that not reach out to the people them yet. Them stockpile the whole light. The people who came in to help are sitting somewhere. Them send out 4 and 5 of them at a time. One place around there, one place around here. I'm asking why. And I don't think enough people are asking why or loading up the things so the world see that our Prime Minister in Jamaica is actually, they're collecting everything that's coming in. They're receiving a lot of help from around the world. I see the Jamaican people on social media bragging how Jamaica is well loved, because look at the response from everywhere, from Sweden, from France, from Italy, from the UK, from the US, from other Caribbean islands, you know, but none of it, I want the world to know that it is not going out to the people. It is not going out to the people. Our governments, they're stockpiling it and they're using it how they want to use it, like trickling it out to whoever they choose to while starving others out of it. This is the message I want the whole world to know. And I feel like I need a whole bunch more people with me to load this up and make the whole world know. I come to wake up Andrew this morning, you know, bro, because him needs to wake up.
SouFLo, they're going to use that, them something there, and them going to use it for by election. That's what they do with those resources, right? Them get fertilizer to give it already, and then stockpile them, and then trickle them out by election time. So them do it. And another thing is that we need that down there, because a lot of people was upset. We're seeing that doing it, where Fox are doing it, where ABC and everybody are doing it. Number one, this hurricane was a very historical event. And two, we need the coverage. And we don't want them to left. Because how the world are going to find out that we have a PR government who is inept?
Right.
How the world are going to find out? The reason why we have all these resources coming in was because of the coverage in the first place.
Exactly. Exactly. The reason we have all this coverage. The reason we have all this resource coming in was because of the coverage in the first place, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we want the same world who send in all these resources through those coverage and the media people, personnel, to know that they're on the ground. A lot of them are still on the ground. They can see that it's not going out to everybody, and they're starting to speak up. They're starting to speak up. Yeah.
All right, so for I'm gonna go and listen. I'm gonna make somebody else smart than me, call.
All right, my brother. Manners and respect.
All right.
All right, caller. I heard you calling. The phone was going off the hook. A couple of you are calling at the same time. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
Why, I'm all right.
You doing?
I'm so happy to get you.
Talk to him.
I really want to say something. When we realize we're in a crisis in Jamaica, and everybody have their different type of role to play, them good role and then negative role. But look on Vegas role. Vegas role is to cost people for the Prime Minister. If Vegas in a bed asleep and want to peace and view on a phone, just click on a phone and say sitting back for the Prime Minister. The man even want peace again. The man down go treat the Minister.
Listen.
While everybody
hold on there.
Try to do something.
Hold on there, brother.
Every entertainer.
Hold on there. I realize a lot of people are talking about Vegas this morning. I haven't seen him, but I hear the people talking. What y'all gotta understand is this, right? Vegas was instrumental in the political process, the part where all the votes were needed to rally up the people them together. Remember, if you tune in over here one time, that part of the something did not go on, and I said, Mr. Vegas is going to help them to win the election. And I said, where are the entertainers that support the People's National Party? Yes, we had Beenie Man come out and QQ and some other people that are not that much well known anymore are hitting like that. So what the big name people them did that. Mr. Vegas is kind of one of them artists that will stay current, if you know what I mean, right? Because him have songs that live like them current, right? So when Mr. Vegas was so active in the political process, in the election process, he is a big part of helping to gather up the votes for this man. Now, if him did all that work to gather up the votes for somebody who failed the country, him himself are going to look bad and lose him brand. So he can't afford to do that. So now he has to start cussing people, and now he have to start fix the narrative to make it look like him never back somebody that is bad for the country kind of thing, or that Andrew is not doing anything wrong. Him have to do that. Him have to do that. I don't pay no mind to Vegas though. I haven't seen him say anything, so I can't really speak in depth as to what he has been saying. But I'll be looking out for it from now on.
SouFLo, I fully understand what you said, you know. But if me error about something, nothing wrong with me as a big man step out and try to correct the situation now.
That are you.
But
that are you. Some of them people here don't set like that. Some of them people here don't set like that, my friend. They are never wrong. They are never wrong.
When we go and check it out, SouFLo, this Prime Minister is bigger than scrutiny or anybody else.
In his mind, he is. He's the biggest thing out of Jamaica.
For you know, that's really operate. I even think the man that curse somebody be woman like this.
In his mind, he is. In his mind, he is. In the Prime Minister's mind, he is the biggest thing out of Jamaica. He is the head honcho. Him is bro God. Emphasis on the God part.
SouFLo, let me tell you something, man. Vegas get it wrong, you know, and everybody are going to get it, you know. Can you believe this, brother? You don't like to fast.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't like to drop in the category where you don't get it?
Wait, no, that's what I'm saying.
If man, me say every word out of this man mouth, they can quote them back, you know. This man can know everybody going to get help. This man has gone far when people in a crisis. This man say want to be separate who dead in the disaster, or who might be dead by somebody else. People have time for that in this crisis. If you look, just look on the whole setting. Different artists are trying something. Everybody are trying something. And this man I walk around and cut people, you know. People are inside, you know. No one cut, you know. The man even get a word of book.
Why?
If you dare up your mouth and say something, what ya? This man could have been a good somebody. Me hear this man say, you said good. $10 million to call your law. Because that man need control government.
Where, sir?
He wants a man $10 million, you know. You say good because your law kind of broke.
Just call it a loss and go on, kind of broke.
Kind of broke. And a quote a retirement and go run again. The man don't say nobody feel like accountability this man money when lose not SouFLo. The man say man to call your law. And this man get up and be like him one of the most intelligent man, you know. The bigger say, you know, I want big dark shit, you know.
Sandra Brown, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. Boy, brother, we're not on the morning in Las Vegas, though. We want to wake up Andrew Holness. All right, we have a couple of people here we want to add to the platform. They've been waiting for a while. Rasta Youth, Stacey, and Minibob. Big up yourself, see?
Yeah, man.
All right, brother. Yeah, the people like them, they are there to do their part. Let me give you an example. I remember during the U.S. elections, right? We're not going to take no calls for a minute. I got to add these people to the platform. I remember during the U.S. elections when Donald Trump pardoned Kodak Black. And a lot of people was like, why the hell would he pardon Kodak Black of all people to give a pardon to, right? And then during the election, we realized why Kodak Black got pardoned. And Kodak Black was very active and instrumental in gathering the Haitian community and the Haitian votes. And he was also very much instrumental in... Kodak Black was on social media telling people to their face, like, fuck you up. I'll come by where you at and shoot you in your face. Don't be saying nothing but... Like, that level of violence him ready for bringing up to anybody who had anything opposing to say about Donald Trump. And then I realized, okay, I see the angle of why. He took the most famous Haitian, he was in some trouble, he pardoned them, but when I pardon you, you're going to have to pay back in this way. So a game is always being played. Vegas had to do him thing just like how Kodak Black had to do his thing. That's why I draw that parallel. So now you see him running about saying whatever he's saying. He has to say all that. He has to say all that. That's a part of how you get to be a part of that group you're trying to make your way into. Usain Bolt did have to pay if you reach in there. Vegas, I try to find the next way if you get in there. People have their thing that they look out for themselves. And, you know, Rasta Youth, welcome to the platform. Minibob, good morning.
Blessed morning, Flo. Blessed morning, chat.
Manners
Yeah,
and
man.
respect. All right. Rasta Youth, you look like you're out in the cold, man.
Well, I do my morning ritual, so I don't want to disturb people inside, you see me?
So incense I go up in the ear.
Yeah, blessings, blessings,
Right,
blessings.
blessed.
Yeah.
What on?
Welcome, man. I hear you want to wake up the devil and you saw this. I call you the devil.
Minibob, you know what me call him?
What you want?
Lie Minister, Conjure Holness.
Lie Minister. Lie,
Yeah.
not Prime Minister.
Lie Minister, Conjure Holness.
Holness. I never heard that one before. Now
Yeah.
Up on a t-shirt.
Him lie them roll off rapid than Trump.
Boy.
You see me? Him drop the lie them like how a clap mosquito a yard. Plenty.
I have some information here I want to share. So if y'all want to hang out on screen or if you want to leave the screen, but I'm going to get into this piece of information for the audience.
Start it up.
All right, my brother.
I sent you a video on your WhatsApp. This African queen, you see one of the biggest. She was talking about the new owners. I sent it to you WhatsApp.
You send it to my WhatsApp?
Yeah.
All right. I'll look it up. But I'm going to get into some information right now. So if you want to hang out on screen, that's cool. All right?
Okay.
Hanging out
All
on
right.
screen.
All right, my brother. So for the rest of the audience listening, it goes like this, right? Let me mute some mics so we don't have no background feedback. The official number of communities that are still marooned a whole week after the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa to Jamaica has moved up to 27. There are 27 full communities still marooned. Still have not, no one has gotten to them. 27 communities, not 27 persons, and we are 11 days in. Even as the government says that it has intensified its efforts to reach these people who are desperately in need of aid. I want the world to know what's happening. On Monday, there were 25 inaccessible communities as reported by Labor and Social Security Minister Pernell Charles Jr. during a press briefing at Jamaica House on in St. Andrew. However, no explanation was given yesterday for the latest count because the number has grown. Him said 25 Monday and Thursday evening, which we're giving you now Friday morning, it says 27. No explanation has been given for that count, which was provided by Commander Alvin Gale, the newly appointed Director General of the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, or ODPEM. So during yesterday's briefing, also at Jamaica House, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness told the journalists there that the administration had provided relief to many of the worst impacted Jamaicans and was now moving towards a more systemic response. The Prime Minister said that he was aware of the plight of those who are suffering and efforts were being made to provide supplies and other assistance to them. I hear the cry of every baby that is hungry in every community that is not reached. It goes to bed with me, is what your Prime Minister said. We highly doubt that. He said that the government was focused now on putting systems in place to quickly reach as many people as possible instead of focusing on one desperate case at a time. This is your government. This is your leader speaking. This is 11 days after the hurricane, with 27 communities that are still have not been reached. He said they are focused on putting systems in place to quickly reach as many of these people as possible instead of focusing on one desperate case at a time. When I say the man mad, I have to think of it in this way. Do I try myself to jump on a helicopter with a package to reach the baby that is crying? Or do I try to develop a system to get more helicopters in, to get more packages put together, to get more supplies in, to get more support to be able to reach those babies that are crying? This is your Prime Minister talking. He sounds like he is shocked and he doesn't know what to do. And you, Andrew, should jump on no helicopter with one package, baby, because we know you are one person, right? You are not omnipresent and omnipotent. You can't be everywhere at once. We're not stupid. The way how he's condescending in his speech alone, it kind of, I feel so disrespected when he speaks to the people, you know, like, no sense. What you are lacking, Mr. Prime Minister, is your delegation. You're not doing it properly. And you are over here talking about putting system in place, and you're talking about getting more helicopters in and getting more supplies in and getting more. We have a lot in already. Use up the allot that we have already before you get focused on getting more in and more in. My audience, I was thinking about this morning when I read through this because this was just released this morning. And I said to myself, these are his words. I have to think of it in this way. Do I try myself to jump on a helicopter with packages to reach the baby that is crying? Or do I try to develop a system to get more helicopters in, to get more packages put together, to get more supplies in, to get more support to be able to reach those babies that are crying? You know, the amount of stuff that we already got, I think we already had enough stuff to stabilize the people who are really in need already. If you use up all that stuff and you run out of stuff, the same people who gave all that stuff, I'm willing to bet they will give again. Why are you sitting on what was sent to be used for the people? Because that's all he's doing. He's sitting on it and talking about he's trying to figure out a system to get the stuff out there fast. What's fast about 11 days later? If me tell you, say, oh God, please give me something for drink, me thirsty till me feel like me I got dead. And you tell me, say, hold on right there, so me come back 11 days from now. When you think I'm dead by the time I reach back. If I don't get water from somewhere else, I'm dead by the time you reach back. So I don't understand how he thinks that this is fast. Providing an update on the situation in Western Jamaica, Gale said that more than 120,000 buildings in Western Jamaica had lost their roofs. He added that this has had a direct impact on about 90,000 families. We are acutely aware that many communities are still marooned, them locked off. Nobody still not get to them yet. That's why I'm telling you all that. I see people in the comments are saying, the people that might get help, man, and just relax on yourself. This is them telling you that there are many communities out there who still have not even been reached yet. 11 days later, we are acutely aware that many communities are still marooned. With the assistance of the JDF, or the Jamaica Defense Force, which is our soldiers, and Jamaica Fire Brigade and the NWA, we are successfully re-established access to some of these areas, he said. According to Gale, as of yesterday, 27 communities they still have not gotten any access to yet. Primarily, he said, watch this, in St. Elizabeth, St. James, and Trelawney. And if you notice again how them cut out Westmoreland. And the video I just showed you that has the 300 people back there where this white man flying in Jamaica, and his name is United Cajun Navy, and it's telling us where he is at, that people around there floating and want to use up refrigerator, because not even a plastic boat them not have around there. See it here?
This is Josh. I'm sitting here with Anna.
This is
a beautiful family. We have a huge concern. I'm going to show you what the concern is right now, guys. We're on Reading Road, and if you see, we've got a stranded community this way. Right? So I need boats. I need air assets. You send me helicopters. You send me everything I need to get to these people. There's about 300 people back here stranded, guys. It's been like this since the hurricane. We have the assets available. We need people to get off their now and start supporting this mission. This ain't no joke. Let's get off our asses, people. All back here. Look. Stranded community. If we can't, I'm going to go back there. They've been getting back there in a refrigerator, guys. Paddling a damn refrigerator to go help people out. Come on. We know the resources are there. Let's start moving.
We know the resources are there. Let's start moving. We know the resources are there. Let's start moving. We need you to get off your asses and get moving. We know the resources are there. Let's start moving. Who the hell you think he's talking to? We know the resources are there. Let's start moving. And you notice when they speak to the press, they don't even mention Westmoreland. And Westmoreland, this, you know, a Westmoreland, this, a foreign people are coming, come go back there and find the people them and tell us a whole community around here with about 300 people. Yet we're underwater and nobody has reached these people yet. And yet still, when our JLP leaders get in front of the press and speak and update everybody, they don't even mention Westmoreland. And why them hate Westmoreland so much? Why? I see a deliberate effort to get as much aid into St. Elizabeth as possible. And then I also see a deliberate effort to ignore Westmoreland as much as possible. I see it. At the same time, Gail reported that 184 shelters remain open. 2,487 persons are primarily from Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, and Hanover in these shelters. He went on to also say, it is our commitment that no one will be forgotten as the ODPEM is coordinating through the JDF and our international partners airlifts and dedicated ground teams to deliver food, water, medical supplies to these locations, Gail said, adding that a massive relief operation was in full swing right now and everybody will soon be reached. Now talk about 11 days later, you know. When me I tell you something, me soon reach, man, me soon reach. And you say, SouFLo, God, man, we're hungry. Come with the food now. And me I say, we soon reach. How far are you there? 11 days out. Does that sound like you soon reach? Does that sound like help is coming fast to anybody? Jamaica is receiving support from the United Nations Office of Project Services to assist in coordinating these relief efforts. Commenting on the health response, another one, Dr. Christopher Tufton, him, Portfolio Minister, reported that the operations had commenced at a new field hospital in St. Elizabeth. Again, St. Elizabeth, new field hospital. 6 health professionals from the United States are working alongside local personnel at this facility. Tufton said a second field hospital is to be set up in Falmouth, Trelawney, and he said that there are plans on a third field hospital to be set up at Cornwall Regional. Nobody is saying anything about setting up any in Ground Zero, Westmoreland. Westmoreland took the hardest hit from this hurricane. Other places were hit, but Westmoreland took the hardest hit. And 11 days later, they're doing everything to skip around these people, and I don't understand why. You know, I'm trying to understand, I don't understand why. And now, of course, see it there, just like that comment I just put on the screen, now the people are being graped in the shelters. Grape oranges, you know what the word we really are trying to say. That word triggers all kinds of reactions on from administration over here on this platform. But I even said these things were gonna happen. Me say, you not see nothing yet. Wait till the people them start get desperate. Because if they're locked off, they feel like, well, the criminals from these areas are gonna feel like no law enforcement now come around here. So 11 days now, we're not even seeing no police come in here. Them a tell the world, so we're maroon off. That means so we are going to do our own thing around here. So if I want woman, I take woman. You know what I'm saying? If I want supplies, we're running a hoof a place who have that. You know what I mean? The mic is open, Rasta Youth. You can talk when you're ready. Millie Bobby can talk when you're ready. But
at that part, let me there wait for you for reach. Because Me no they down there no. But the way how me know the mentality of some people down there stay. And them not have nothing with them used to around them. It a gonna be a free for all wild world. Down there, so.
Lolo, Lolo Regis said, but SouFlo, we know that that's how our fellow Jamaicans talk. No, Lulu, not in a state of emergency. When Jamaican people say emergency and you're go dead for help, them not tell you about we soon come and you're supposed to understand that that means look for help somewhere else because we're not reach for now. We're talking about official business here, you know. We're not talking about no me I reach a your party later and me I tell you say, yeah man, me I go show up midnight. 1:30 me show up. You know, cause me thinks a party don't get nice till 1 o'clock. And that I go on. This is official government business. We're talking about our prime minister here, and we're talking about our fellow citizens, the ones who they are purposely ignoring in front of the world. I don't know why everybody can't see it like that. But then sister, they might ignore Westmoreland. They are purposely ignoring Westmoreland. Purposely.
Flo,
Other PNP constituencies are being ignored as well, for true. And we see that too, because we hear it from the MPs from those constituencies. We've seen them in Parliament begging for resources while the Prime Minister stand right next to them and sit down on all the resources. He should, right now, not talking, no need for going about what we're planning to do. Planning out the window at this point. At this point is grab and go. Get some over there now. Who is marooned over there? Yo, send the search and rescue team. Let's access this community right now. Let's get into here right now. Get medical supplies here. Get this there. That's what's supposed to be happening right now, as if it's an emergency. Not sitting on your ass talking about right now we're planning a systemic way of.
If him did make a plan, if him did make a plan, him would have pan the ground already. You'd have seen him pan the ground already.
11
if him did make a plan. When him did a respond and I say, him a make a plan, you would have seen him make the plan from the ground. If him did already have a plan. You see me? If him did work on a plan. Him a foot pick up round the, at the first in my years. Me ever see a situation where higher than what people plan for happen to anyway. Right? That's a one. Right. For the second part, me at the first in my years, me see a prime minister from an opposing party cry in at the government for help. Ball.
Cry, brother, cry.
Ball. I have to wipe me eye, ball.
Dr. Dayton Campbell.
Yeah. At the first in my years, me ever see that, you know.
And Dr. Dayton said if you go around there, you know, and see the condition and it don't make you cry, you are not human.
Have a heart.
And the day after, the voice note I played from the police officer came the day after. Because the police go around there in a uniform and come back, come give a report. When said they picnic them, all you see a beer little hands out. I said, give me some water,
brother,
please.
People were used to roughing up things already. When them did all right. Under pressure now. What you think them are gonna do? What you think them are gonna do? Them not have nothing and the people them go after them have nothing. What you think them are gonna do?
Lawless behavior, bro.
Yeah.
Lawless behavior.
Yeah.
Lawless behavior.
I mean, but talk to my father down there. The day off when they just a button down for the hurricane. Me not hear back from my father yet. Me hear from my brother, which say him alright, but me don't know if I like them not have him not there on the Wi-Fi or you know the thing I contact them.
Right.
Yeah. So officially me still not hear from my father yet. But me hear say him alright.
You still not hear from him, but you hear say him alright.
Yeah.
Watch this. Watch a player.
That in a silence be. If anybody hear anything about Senance Bay, let me know. Cause me don't hear nothing about Senance Bay.
Okay. Well, me hear so sentence will get hit hard.
Yeah. Me I talk about the relief part, the aid part.
Okay. No, no.
Me don't know.
So Andrew's preliminary estimate, right, is that Jamaica is going to need 1 trillion Jamaican dollars, which is about 6 to 7 billion US dollars to recover from all this. If y'all go back to Monday and see what I guessed about 5 billion. Because somebody said, oh, SouFLo, you're going like you're an idiot. Oh, you can tell that you're an idiot because every time you post a video, I just be a foolishness you post. You must think, say, the $150 million that was the catastrophe bond is enough. That's not enough to do anything. It's just a drop in the bucket. And I responded to the person and said, I never said 150 million is enough. Everybody with sense knows that that's a drop in the bucket. We're going to need about 5 billion US dollars. That was just me assessing from what I have seen and guessing, right? Well, officially, it came in. The Prime Minister said it's going to be about 6 to 7 billion. Mr. 5, half a guess. I'm going to fly across the island and haven't assessed the damages. This is from squarely looking at media and following pictures and videos coming out of Jamaica. And I guessed 5 billion US. I also made a joke on Monday where I said Elon Musk is worth about 500 billion. So if Elon Musk gave Jamaica 5 billion, he wouldn't even feel that money out of his pocket, right? But the question of the day is he going to do it or not? We all know that nobody is going to give you anything for free. That's the kind of world we live in where, somebody might have all these resources and they'll definitely watch you suffer till you're dead unless you can do something for them. So here is what I was thinking that is coming down the pipeline. I think what is coming down the pipeline is this. I'm learning about Starlink. And Starlink is Elon Musk's baby.
That's right?
Starlink is Elon Musk's baby. And you have to think on the lines of world domination. So this is going to be frightening to a lot of Jamaicans. But check it. You say Digicel and Flow, them something there. Their infrastructure is outdated. That is why when you get hit, them disappear. Because they're not up to date, up to time with what the future holds. Starlink, on the other hand, is operating off satellites from space. So when you get disconnected and nothing for them connect you back up again. Therefore, in the most extreme weathers, this is a good selling point. In the most extreme weathers, we will still make sure that you have access to the outside world. I can see the Jamaican government saying to Elon Musk, listen, you have things we need. How about this? Starlink becomes the sole. That means that nobody else but Starlink run Jamaica. You don't have no other entity there. Just Starlink alone run the whole Jamaica. That means that Digicel as you know it, Flow as you know it would go.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna say no, SouFLo, that can't happen. That is impossible. Well,
that's what's happening now.
Hold on now. It's not impossible because JPS runs our entire power grid. And JPS wasn't the only. Y'all can go look this up. Jamaica had multiple electricity companies before. Okay? JPS wasn't the only one that was always there. Jamaica had multiple electricity companies prior. It was through a deal under Bustamante, Jamaica Labour Party, that they came into where JPS struck a deal with them where all other competitions had to go. Most of those companies ended up folding into JPS, selling off their stuff to JPS and leaving the country. and the others just simply took their business to other places outside of Jamaica because they had been granted the complete control over Jamaica's power grid. And that is how today we have JPS only. So it's not far-fetched to think that Starlink could very much become the same thing that JPS is for the country. Is Jamaica going to have to make this type of deal if they want a swift recovery? Because what I just pointed out to you was the resources to do so. A swift recovery and build back even better than before, like you hear people talking, is very possible, but you can go through somebody like, you would have to go through somebody like Elon Musk to get it done. That's not a bunch of different companies that you're going through. You're going through one person, one entity, and he is able to finance you the resource needed to get it done. But he has things of his own that he wants to see become big in the earth then. So we're going to have to exchange something for something. You understand? We're going to have to exchange something for something. Well, Philly Yard Vibe says, SouFLo, monopoly is never a good thing. Never a good thing. You will get overcharged and inadequate service. That is true. Jamaica has been on the JPS for the longest, and JPS has been abusing Jamaicans for the longest. When you are in a situation like Jamaica is in right now, you can't think. There are things you're going to have to sacrifice. There are things you're going to have to sacrifice. Is the man... okay, so for instance, if I was to go to the table, right, and try to negotiate a deal with, say, Elon Musk, first we would have to, okay, is he willing to speak to us? Because I feel money can do whatever I want to do with it. So what if he says, I'm willing to have a talk with you. Let's see, because, you know, I have my Starlink thing, and I want to see where it goes. Like, I would propose that deal. I would, and Digital and Flow are going to hate me a frig, but I would propose that deal. No,
you know, the minister chop a line and take a food in him.
Is it that? But the deal would be like this, though. Would he say, "I want complete monopoly over your grid for the next 50 years, or the next 100 years, or the next 40 years, or whatever?" We would have to put a time in there.
Him
You know?
just buy US and fall short, you know, so little Jamaica, yeah, him can buy that quick time.
Yeah. His net worth is 500 billion. And I think actually that was his old net worth, the 500 billion.
Right.
I think it's way over that now, because they said that he is almost the first trillionaire now. In actuality, so five. Andrew said 7, 6 to 7, 7. Give it 10 billion. I would make that deal.
Yeah.
I would make that deal. We're in a situation now
where
the government is saying
Starlink done up on the ground already.
Starlink done up on the ground already. And everybody on the ground is praising Starlink already.
Yeah.
I saw Chief Curry going up through the mountains, and a Starlink him I work with, and making sure everybody, each community is getting connected and get a chance to reach out to them people and all these other things in the eye of when nobody can reach them people anywhere else. How we did have before?
Between Starlink and Soninka, them no need no government help. Between Starlink and Soninka.
Boy, you know, say, listen up. It's gonna come in. It's gonna come in way bigger than that. But yeah. Let's add this brother to the platform right here. So, welcome to the platform, Smithy.
Hey, morning, brother, fellow soldier. Thank you for your service.
Yes,
you know, I want to talk about three things real quick. I've been up since early morning here trying to coordinate some delivery of food down to Westmoreland, Burn Savannah area. And they're saying that nobody can government service can't reach them. But I sent a highest bus down there yesterday. It was the first time they ever received any supplies.
Oh
And
God.
here. And this is 10 days
One of
after.
my niece has a Starlink, so she's been linking up the community, let people know they're okay.
Here you go.
And I asked her, I said, how do you do it? She said, well, I charge $500 of Canadian for those who have it, but those who don't have it, I just give it to them. So I said, okay, give it to them, write their name down. When I come down, I'll pay you for it. Anyway, I think the biggest problem I see, though, is the Prime Minister has failed us in his delegation ability. He
That's what
doesn't
I'm
know how
saying.
to delegate.
Exactly what I've been saying.
Because if I can stay in California and send food to Westmoreland and TARP and something like that, he can do it too. And he have all the resources there. I just called my nephew up in Kingston and said, hey, man, I heard the people down there haven't gotten anything. Tell you what, load up your van and I tell him what to do and get it down there. He was down there. He left out around 5 o'clock and he was in Westmoreland by noon. And the people,
And you are able to reach them.
And I'm able to do that, communicating that way from phone here, all the way from California. Why can't he do that right there and he's on the ground? Set up a distribution center in Amity, one in Red Hill, one in Froome, one in Grangeville, and just distribute it from there. My sister told me that the helicopter finally came around yesterday and said they're going to be coming by with services house to house. Hold on. This is 8 days later. 8 days later.
And this is what makes me think that this is done on purpose. Because I want to give the Prime Minister the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, he's in shock like everybody else and he's trying to figure it out. But come on, man. A whole week later, and people from the outside are coming in and are accessing areas that your administration are telling the world is marooned and we can't get to them.
So my wife and I packed some barrel yesterday and we tried to ship them out from California. They're saying it's going to be probably a month before we get it there. So we're trying to do something else in the immediate future, right now to get some food and stuff down to the people. But it's just disheartening to me, man, that a doctor, and he doesn't know how to just delegate, do simple things as delegating when you have all these people around you. I'm an emergency service person, retired. And I've handled many, many disasters through the years. Okay? And I know that the first thing you do in an emergency like this is to get supplies to the people that are in the affected area. Because the way you respond to an emergency will determine how the emergency unfolds throughout the entire process. And I think, and I'm convinced more people are going to die because of the way he has responded so far.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm convinced. There's one gentleman that died in our community because the hospital could not support him. They emptied out the hospital of South and sent the old people them home. And the guy died in the night of the storm in his house. Okay, so I mean, when you have mismanagement, man, it just affects people. It rolls downhill.
Yeah.
And when a storm like this occurs, it's all hands on deck. And the man is not doing that. And it's pissing me off.
And I'm glad that other people are speaking up, like people like you, because you're actually actively doing something and you can tell us that it is doable. There are a lot of people who are listening who are like, them don't know what them talking about because it's not as easy as it sounds, So you're helping to show
because Kingston, Kingston is good. I mean, my nephew had a lot of problems finding some of the supplies. He had to drive around here and there and everything else. But as a whole, he was able to get the supplies that I told him to get. So Kingston is good pretty much. I mean, the other thing is, and I was watching the video and I know this community that I'm familiar with, one house standing that is not concrete. And I remember when my uncle came back from Cuba in the 70s, he built this house, with framing and stucco. And people were complaining, man, you just come back from foreign and that's what you're building, what you do with all your money kind of thing, and laughing at him. And brother, that stucco house is the only non-concrete structure standing in the community right now.
Wow.
So I guess, if a stucco house is able to withstand a storm, maybe that's a cheaper way of building for the people when they go to rebuild. But, the rebuilding is not the process right now. Right now, tarps, I sent some tarps down. There are people that will have no roof, man.
Right.
Leaning up against the wall with one piece of zinc.
There are people that are sleeping outside right now.
One piece of zinc lean up against something is what they're sleeping under. Some tarps would be good enough to, in the immediate needs, some tarps and food and stuff.
With all of the water around, when people relieve themselves and so, I mean, the hygiene situation out there. Yeah,
and the rain was falling yesterday when I was talking to my niece Starling. Says I'm sending her to go check on some people and say I can't go because I have to wait until the rain stops because it's raining right now.
Oh, on top of that, they gave another warning that their weather forecast said we should be getting rainstorm with heavy winds for the next 5 days.
Then I hear about the amount of money he's talking about giving each community, right?
Right.
I know that building construction down there is out of sight. I just put on a roof up in Montego Bay. Thank God it didn't get damaged. But the material alone was almost $1 million for 18 by 17. Just the material alone. It didn't include labor.
And that was for one place. And he's talking about
one just the roof, not the building itself, just the roof.
Just the roof.
So you're talking about when you're talking about $3 million for a constituency, that's crazy.
Wow. Boy.
It's not making any sense, man. I don't know if he's just lost to the reality of life or what, but it's not making sense.
I just saw somebody say, what's also puzzling to them is how come these wholesale places are open and they have like unlimited amount of stuff to sell to the people who want to bring things to the people who are in need. Like, did they stockpile them or are the freights still coming in? Maybe that's the case. I don't think the person understands that not all of Jamaica was hit and that things still can come in. And some people do have a surplus of stuff.
Well, in SouFLoTV, you have one supermarket that opened for a few hours or whatever, but that can't supply the entire communities in the region. So, there's still a shortage. So, I mean, the government is getting the supplies. Do what we do when we get supplies in a disaster. You distribute it.
Distribute it, right?
Yeah. You distribute it. If you have a police station in every community, use that as the distribution point if you don't want to go out, into the areas.
Why is he sitting on the supplies? Why is he not distributing the supplies? Because we know that they came in. But why do you think he is sitting on everything?
I don't know. It's not making sense to me.
I'm quick to distribute them to certain other people.
To certain areas.
No, but when I speak, I don't speak in terms of labor rights and PNP, brother. I'm talking about this. When I say distribution, I'm talking about to the people who are in need.
Right.
That's how it's
we are all Jamaicans. We're all Jamaican. And that's one thing I hate about some Jamaicans right now. Because I was online early this morning. Oh, yeah, talk bad about my good prime minister. I said, no.
Again.
I'm not hating on the prime minister. I love the prime minister as a person. But in his job, he's failing. He's failing. His job is to delegate. That's why he has a staff. If you have a staff that is not able to do the job, I get rid of them. I had no problem firing people that weren't doing the job, and put somebody in there that's willing to do it.
Right.
He wasn't worrying about the job when he was collecting off the job.
Man,
The job did run itself.
he's just failing us, man. He's failing us. He making me look bad, making you look bad, making everybody in the country look bad.
Yeah, fully agree.
But the worst part is that people are dying, and people are going to continue to die as a result of his incompetence.
Right. That's the part that prompted this whole thing, is that he just isn't acting fast enough and without any concern.
Yeah, it's sad. I find that so heartless. As I hate to call religion in there, but as a Seventh-day Adventist, I would expect he would at least exercise some compassion. I mean, even one of the in a close community, I know a lady. She was a teacher. Almost all her children went passed and went to Manning School. Her roof was ripped off, walls came down, and they still have not gotten a piece of sardine from this damn government. And they're staunch Seventh-day Adventists and labor rights.
But here's the thing: people in Jamaica are still Jamaicans, where I would say still try to help people. Like, people still care about people. You know what I'm saying?
It's the people helping each other. That's what I'm saying. But remember,
this is getting beyond the people's help.
Remember, it's only one group of people collecting our taxes. It's those who are in government, and that is the money that is supposed to come into play when there's a disaster.
Right.
But you can't do the politics thing later, but right now it's a disaster. All the money you've been collecting from taxes, I pay a lot of taxes down there. So, when you're collecting tax money, I'm paying it with the mindset that, it's going to fix the road. If there's a disaster, the money is going to go towards a disaster. So where is all that money for the help when people need it?
Okay, well, stick a pin
right there.
Hold on, right there. Everybody, hold on right there. So, Mervin, I see you. You just joined the chat. Let me get this out there real quickly. So, for the people who are wondering, right, because you're talking about the money and where all that would be going, y'all forgetting something. Watch this. The $700 million price tag. This is a massive paycheck for the Andrew Holness-led administration. This was published right after they had won the election, where it said some Jamaicans are reacting with fury to the revelation that the Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness, and his executive team will cost Jamaica's taxpayers nearly $700 million each year. And that is just their paychecks alone. He assembled a team, and his team will take up exactly $698.8 million alone just to pay their salaries. So, obviously, this is all about self-enrichment. This is what this is all about. If you're wondering where your tax monies are going, if you're wondering why there isn't enough money around for a rainy day like what's happening now, pull out some of the tax money and use it and fix this and get to these people in emergency situation. Ain't no money there like that, because the money goes into their pocket and into their personal lives, into their personal bank accounts. There's no big surplus sitting anywhere. And the catastrophe bond is so small. It's 150 million US dollars. When you're talking about the country needing 6-7 billion US dollars to recover fully from this, $150 million is literally like peeling $1 out of $100 bill. It's not even a tip of what is needed.
I can't tell you what I'm doing with the money, and take the rest of it and buy clocks.
Marvin, welcome.
Good morning. Morning team. Yeah. So like the gentleman there, forgive my background and noise and all of that. Like the gentleman there, I'm one of Jamaicans who is involved in technology and emergency. I design a lot of emergency centers across the US. And I'm appalled and really hurt to hear some of the things that I've been hearing from the leadership there. I heard about the Montpellier. I heard the minister who's been in this thing forever. And it shows, looking back, how far we've been exposed and we didn't know. Okay, I'm aware. I know Westmoreland, I'm a place.
Right.
I spent age 3 to 10 in a little district above Darlaston and Beaufort. That's where I grew up. That's what
Okay.
made me. The community grew me. So because of
Yeah.
that, Petersville everywhere is my place. We
Mm.
have property, I've damage, and I don't bother talk about it. I lose 2 roof, but me not talk about it.
Right.
You get me?
Mm.
All right. Now, what I look at is when I hear the minister who is handling part of this saying that it could have been a category 1 or a category 5 Montpellier the lockdown. And I know you've been in the army for so long. If you have a distribution center, a place that you stockpile all of that stuff in Montpellier, you should have left a helicopter in place in a hangar, because that's what we do. They have it. Since they have it there, knowing that there's a likelihood, it don't make sense the food lock away and them can't get it. I'm gonna say for Jamaicans who are now able, go to the distribution centers that they have the stuff stacked away in Kingston and start to protest to say we want the stuff out. They said that I gather that we got helicopters. All right.
Right.
Helicopters, as I ask you, I'm going to ask you as an army man. I mean, I have a dad, someone who stood in as a father figure in my life, and he worked in the JDF for the Coast Guard for 26 years. And I know they have the capability. Why aren't those
Absolutely.
helicopters traveling around in the night? It's like everything shut down after 5 o'clock. Yes, sir.
Mervin.
No.
Yes,
In my,
sir.
when I was in the service, right, I did some time in the mountains.
Yes.
They brought in my water with some plastic containers. They brought in my food and dropped it in front to me because the helicopters could not land where I was at.
Okay, but given
So
that
so
they
so
give
so those helicopters can do anything. I've had command and say, okay, Smith, I mean, you're gonna be in such and such a place in 2 hours.
yeah,
Pack your
but
bag. I got on a
they know
helicopter
that
and
these
I'm there.
places are
So
emergency
so those
centers.
helicopters have those abilities. Is that the prime minister is speaking out of his ass.
Yes, and I'm gonna add now. So as a part of this, we're gonna talk about what can be done now. They can
Right.
set up what we call a trunk, which is like 2 helicopters just moving the stuff closer to somewhere where it's a stage area. They just set up some tent and stage area and bring the refrigeration for the items that need refrigeration. They use terrestrial land-based vehicles to take them there on in reefers and leave whatsoever the medication, all of that. Take them to a central point and move. Kingston is not Jamaica. I'm a Kingstonian, but Kingston is not Jamaica. Move everything they get, every piece of aid that they get, they move it closer
Start move
to
it up.
that point, somewhere nearby. And then, so 2 helicopters can do the trunk and trucking do all the movement of the stuff during the night. And then the remaining 2, they have 8. So they take 4 helicopters from those points and just keep distributing to the communities. And as I said the other day, tell the people them to chop out the area. Just chop out 135. A helicopter require 300 yards by 35 yards. You don't even need so much. But chop out that area. You see, and have that as a staging area for inside of those communities. And they can get, my calculation is that they can get everything out in less than 3 days. And I hear the Prime Minister say he's not prioritizing. In a war, when you have to
You
prioritize
have
the man
to.
who have a
It
cut versus the
yeah.
man who bleeding through him arteries.
Mm-hmm.
You get me?
Yeah.
Mervin,
Yes, sir.
you talking about chop out the place, right? I took a team of 5 and we chopped out the place for a C-130 to land in a jungle.
Okay.
You have army there. Where's the army at?
Yeah, so that not just that, they have workers, aid workers. They
A
are
whole heap of
already on the
people
ground.
already on the
You
ground
see,
ready and
and there,
willing to help.
and I see
Them just
online
need
something on the Westmoreland side. I'm say Westmoreland, I'm a place. I know that place inside out. Now we have to look back. We can't blame Westmoreland people. A lot of people don't understand that Westmoreland is the cane belt, and because Westmoreland is the cane belt, what happened is that previously you just have after slavery is a few people got the land to control, and because only a few people got the land to control, what happened is that people who worked on the plantation, they build the board house and they move from plantation to work. So that culture is still in Westmoreland. So where people, so a lot of people who in Westmoreland who have board houses, they only have is because they don't have a choice and they're very ambitious. Every little youth have a board house.
True.
But what happened? He rents the land to keep the board house. So when him landlord, like for anywhere else in the world, even Kingston, Jamaica, and throughout, your landlord give you notice, you move. But with Westmoreland, when your landlord give you notice, you move your house. So what happened? If you look on a Sunday, sometimes you see whole heap of little board house on the back of a truck or a cart or a donkey cart moving
Tractor.
around.
They
So
on a tractor.
somebody might ask, why is Mervin talking about this? Now what happened is that when they move the houses, a man just set up 4 stone or 4 block and then put the house on that. So it's the culture, and the challenge is if the government was building houses, and regardless, we're not talking Andrew Holness, but throughout, because the problem had to be solved. If the houses were being built, then what would happen is that the people would now buy these houses and make the landlord them the landlord, because they're not house lords. You see, yeah. So they would have now given up and start selling their land. The challenge is that most of the people who live in these board houses don't own the land, is rent the land on which they're on. So them cannot build the structure to withstand a category 1, 2, 3 upwards. And we have to take that into consideration. But one other thing I'm gonna say for the caller who called first earlier on, we saw this thing with Dayton Campbell in the parliament, and we know who run the yard. You see, we understand who run the yard.
Yeah.
And anyway, I'll leave the space for another person to say something. Yeah, but I say, if the government, I actually reached out to someone and I say, look, because my skills here, I could offer that for free to Jamaica. You see me? But guess what? Me did that already, and them never want it. So that is another thing to talk about.
That
You
part
get
there.
me? Yeah. Down the road during the recovery effort, I've been speaking with my neighbors during the recovery effort. I actually have one person who have 3 rooms. So if anybody out there during the recovery time, I have one person who have 3 rooms who willing to give me 3 rooms. So if but it's over on the Saint Anne side, and we wanna impact people. We don't want impact. We want any effort we make. So if it's $100, we want to see where the $100 go. Just as yourself, SouFLo.
Right.
So I'm just letting whosoever out there, tradesmen who are in the US and ready to come to Jamaica, if you want to help out one little old lady, put on back a roof over St. Anne, I got place for you to stay. And I'm looking for more of my neighbors who live overseas to offer. As when I have the next association meeting with the heads, what I'll do is I ask for more rooms. So that's how we. Not everybody can get water, and sometimes we have to look at the longer term down the road. But right now, I forget the people them up at Beast and Spring. I have a house near there and we can't access it. I forget them the people that water, just water, because we know how it is. Anyway, again, next
Marvin,
person. Yes, sir.
you know, you mentioned the area. I was up in the area in June. We were part of an organization called JAAC, Jamaica
Uh-huh.
Awareness Association of California, and we're there every June. We supply the primary school with education and medical missions. Uh,
Okay.
and throughout
Cool.
actually five parishes last year. And we've been doing this for 30 something years, so we're
Great.
there.
Wow.
But
Great.
I like to link up with you in terms of place to stay for people that wants to work. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
have you
Yeah.
know, at least 5 bedrooms they can use.
Okay. Which area your place
But
is?
I'm in Montego Bay.
No problem. The need is everywhere, my
Yeah,
brother. The
Yeah.
yeah,
need is
Right.
everywhere.
yeah.
And we're
Lily,
asking, and SouFlo and I had a thing, and that kind of off because we wanted to bring a Jamaican back. So now what we want to do is bring tradespeople, anybody who
Yeah.
want to volunteer, regardless, and those who have space for occupancy, open your homes. That's how we grow.
mm,
Yeah.
We used to go in other people's yard, go spend time. So
Yeah.
open your homes. Whosoever. You might have a one room where you have your things then pack up in and don't even realize
yeah.
it can use. And that's
Right.
how we should go and open our homes. May I hand over back to you because your
It
show
look
so
like
Yeah.
it
flow.
look like is we alone if we gonna do this thing until Mr. Man decides him want get up and do something.
Yeah.
I'm
We know
I'm
what
I'm
boy in boss
I'm
already.
literally in shock. I am literally in shock that the Prime Minister is moving in the manner in which he is. I am. And
No,
I'm
but
sure a lot of other people are in shock too. I wouldn't
very
expect
much
it.
so.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Very much
expect it.
so.
Remember, I keep saying it 77 planes on the first day of delivery of aid coming into the country. El Salvador alone sent over 300 personnel, along with, forgot how many planes they sent. Them alone. We haven't seen any of these people. These are medical experts and these are search and rescue experts. And they came with
They
their
should be on
attack
the ground.
dogs. They came with their. We haven't seen none of them because, like you said, and like I've been saying, Andrew Holness is not saying get them over there, get those guys over here.
Exactly.
That way, it's delegating. It all comes down to that. He's supposed to have his people in place who are supposed to take all this and run with it as soon as it hits the ground. This is a state of emergency like no other emergency we have ever had. And to see the Prime Minister just sit there and every day, and 11 days in, you're talking about we're formulating a system where the things can be distributed better. That is crazy as hell. It's
You,
crazy
you
to
know,
watch.
this morning
PR
I got a notice
campaign.
from the UIC site, and I listened to Mr. Patterson's presentation about how to go about distributing stuff. And I think, man, it's so on point. Man, say call up all of your area representative, and let them distribute the stuff. They know the people, them.
I was saying that
That,
we said that this week where I was saying the churches and the community centers, everybody know there. So just go and land, and every community in Jamaica that I know have a play field.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Convert it. Nobody playing now. So convert it. Convert those play
Mhm.
fields into and just not same like how you say schools as our shelters, which is a bad thing, but we're gonna this is another thing. You see, convert all of those play fields to active centers and tell
Well,
people you can
well, what?
start going there from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock. We need you to leave the place, give the place some space so that so helicopters can come in because we don't want to be mixing civilian traffic with all of that air stuff. Helicopters gonna come in between 9 and whatsoever time, and in the evening you come back again for your second ration.
But
Yeah.
here's what got me yesterday when my sister told me that the helicopter came and just made announcement. They didn't bring anything. They landed on the play
Waste
field
of
and
gas.
Wow.
said they're gonna be coming back.
Jamaican and normal enough.
They're gonna be coming back. I mean, you're bringing the
You
supplies and
bring
you're
it
just
Yeah.
under
dropping supplies
if
and
it's
say you're gonna
even
come
to
back.
true. It is even
The man them fly a
triage.
message go out there. The man them fly a message go out there.
Listen,
It's
That
terrible, man. It's terrible. I
it
mean,
it's
that's wickedness. The wickedness just never seemed to cease with these people, man.
Yeah, but this itself should be a lesson for us. So in all of that money, because I'm in in your state, SouFlo.
Right.
We have they plan emergency centers everywhere, and are
Yes.
talking everywhere. So in the rebuilding process, in building back, I know I jump in the gun now, but since I have the air time, is that they should be looking to building big auditoriums for the community as performing centers, and then inside of those auditoriums they have place where they stack away the chairs, just like how we design them here, where you store the beds, the mattresses, and then when there are hurricanes coming, they move them out and stage it for the
The
people to
relief
come, because
center.
it's like you have a wedding or a thing, an event coming, you move those
Yeah.
in
Right.
and then use the storage space for the food, and you have the kitchen that it's built with. That's
Right.
standard. That is standard
That's
Yeah.
how it's
across
done
this
here.
state.
Yes,
And
that's how
then
it's
what
done
we
here.
do, yes, and simple. And yes, it might Jamaican like say, oh, you go foreign and a foreign things you want to bring. We know best practices. You see me? An emergency operations center supposed to have a bunch of desks inside there. Up here, FEMA, every F that you can think about. Have a desk that we wire, and they putting up statistics and pictures, and somebody say, oh, we need to go get that one. Who do you know in there? Send out the police for that. Get the delivery out. So
Mervin, you need for them on the ground down there, So flow have him show run. And
Hey,
boy,
on the ground down there, you
hey,
need for them,
Bridget,
People
I
well,
like
tell you,
you are needed
That,
very
they don't
much.
want, they don't want,
they,
they don't want people
tell
They
them,
like
don't.
us
Mervin.
They
with
don't. They
expertise. They don't want people like us with
They don't want.
expertise,
They
brother.
don't want
Me
people who are
remember when,
gonna
me
keep the
Between
remember
you
when
and the
numbers.
I give with
between
the
you and the brother right here. Between you and the brother right
They're
here.
gonna give the numbers.
Un-
And an emergency
Yeah,
operations center, I can tell you, I can give numbers for those stuff. You get
yeah.
me? Same like
Them
how we
need that
can give
knowledge there now.
numbers
Them
for the
need that
body
knowledge
cam
there.
because we
Mhm.
supply them and people know.
We see
You see me?
second, know. So him need that knowledge there.
if,
Somebody have to go up there and tell him.
you know, you touch on about a subject, the body cam thing. You know,
Hurricane, what I talk
because
about though?
because when we decide to initiate body cam in my department, the new officer them used to pull them out of the car and pull them off and not turn them on. And all we do is just draft up a memo, a policy memo. If you go on a call and you come back and we can't see the video, you lose your
Interdiction.
job.
Right
Interdiction.
there.
Yeah. Oh,
Right there.
yeah.
You
That's
I
know
what
what
yes.
policy
happened?
is.
You know what happened after that?
Right there.
Everybody gladly put on their body cam.
I
That easy.
understand. I
Every
understand.
car untouched after that. Just one simple memo.
I understand. But
Yeah.
back
Let's
to
take
the
a call real
hurricane.
quick. Hold on. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Grandfather, good morning.
We're there in the family. Talk to him now.
General Emmanuel knows a Prime Minister starve out.
Yes.
There's no idea I want to mention for a morning where Prime Minister them not aware of, where they can't execute, they just a starve out the people them out of spite. That's why you see man literally a cry just to move him on heart. But I man them not stupid,
Call
brother.
them want to move the people them off of them land.
Smiley people in here.
I move them want to move the people them off of the land.
Whatever they might try to accomplish, the facts still remain. They must starve out the people them just out of spite. Whatever they might accomplish out of that, they already accomplished it. They already broke the people them. But you see people them on Facebook, they can see defeat in their face. Because they know say they not get no help. And it's obvious so they might get style.
Yeah.
And people just sit down. It's purposely done. The politicians are not stupid then. They have councils. We already discussed the logistics, how to distribute everything. They just decide not to do it.
Damn.
Well, Floyd, you want to drop me off and put up somebody else. Go ahead, yeah?
We just have to accept he hurt, He hurt and he's stinging, brother. And it broke your heart, but you just have to accept it. That's why I'm gonna cry, dog.
Yeah.
That man's real. He said they must starve him out and there's nothing he can do.
Boy.
Good.
Hurt. But can't do nothing.
That's the hard part to accept because everybody wants like me, I want to know so I can see that this is being done on purpose.
You see it, you know, so
yes,
you
me
just
see it.
can't believe it.
Me can't believe it, and me want to know why they're doing it. Those two things. I see it, and I keep saying I can't believe that we're actually watching this, and not enough people are saying something about it.
Because the people them selfish as fuck. The other people them where they in the island to stand affect, they don't give a shit about nobody else.
Me want to know why, bro. Like,
it's either two things. It's either people them where there's some people them in the island to stand affect, they not fully see what happen. So they might play a blind eye, or they just not here. But
I must throw the voting they go. I must throw the voting they go.
That's what I think it is. Because the places that I see that are not getting any help or very little help,
are the other voter
and most maroon communities are those who they're considered the opposition stronghold places. But even in that case, you know, if you're gonna starve out the opposition stronghold places, even within those places are people who support your party, you know. So you really are starve out your own people at the same time while you are trying to starve out your opposition people them.
The man don't care.
You see how Dayton and them man, they are crying at parliament, right?
As a
Free the code. I like how me to tell you say.
Hold on there.
I just take care of one side of Lakovia, which is like, and let the other side out and give them no support. Man, them know what them are.
They know what them are do. They know what they're doing. I'm really interested to know what the end game is, what the purpose is for this.
Punishment to show them so next time vote right. So you see next election, it either two things. Either you're sure say your party can win or you vote for Andrew. If something happen, if he table you go turn and the same thing happen this time, it will happen again.
My more things say is a smart city situation forward.
But that would only have to do with like one place though, bro.
Yeah. But it's smart city thing.
St. Elizabeth get all the help in our world.
So I don't think we are talking about the smart city. If Prime Minister no need to do no stand thing to get the smart city.
No smart city.
Yeah. Then come in and then tell us that either you can develop your land or you have to sell it.
Yeah. And before I go,
either you have the money to develop your land or government will develop your land and pay you out to your land worth. They don't need to do no stand to get the smart city. Look at more stuff for me. Go work in the building.
All right, my brother.
Yeah. And quickly, SouFLo, before I go,
Mervin, before you go, I
we're
want
supposed to end at 11 and we're 11:12. So we're gonna wrap up everything. Mervin, so we have to say, and then
where I am is for those communities. We know now that they have identified the communities that are cut off. We are appealing to those who are in neighboring communities. Borrow on way go inside of those communities because they are reachable. Them you know the part. You know me and you know a shortcut from upper our yard for go to Miss Mary house. So we're appealing to those people, borrow like a rabbit car, whatsoever else, and make your way into the next community. You know the shortcut. If the real road block, you know the shortcut. We're asking you, we're begging you just to cut some way going to them community there and just carry some water go get the people them because them are your neighbor. Blessings. Jerome? Yes, Jerome.
About technology because before me go there, so what you mean by you say you have two roof blow off but you not talk about it? That's so far.
I have two properties that my primary home did have damage, and one of the other place we can't get to upper one place near Petersville, not Field, near Beeston Spring, just above New Hope. We can't get to there. So we don't know the status. No one is there at all. We don't know the status of that. But as me say, the priority is about lives right now. We deal with
Right.
property and vanity later.
So what you feel, Sir Mervin? What if the storm did hit Kingston like how it hit in the west?
It would
Do
have
we
been worse.
no,
And
but
and
my
the
question is
cockpit country where we want for level, well, not we, because I'm in another group there. The cockpit country where the people want for level. Look how the storm travel. It is the cockpit country that push off back some of the deluge and brace and bruise up the storm.
but my question is
Mm.
what would have happened based on the fact that if Kingston get hit?
Oh, it
Cherry
would have
Garden
been devastation.
no,
And
but
now,
I'm
now we
saying
couldn't
No,
get
I
services.
think hold on there, Mervin. I think Jerome is going somewhere else with this.
no, I'm letting you know that we would have seen many backhoes and truck and dump truck. 11 day, the streets them would then clean up in the cherry gardens and all them places there where the politician them live. I know that these people can move quicker because if we can see these entertainers, like even Spice rent a backhoe truck and them
Right.
clean up we and get to the people them. I just believe that them not have to sit down and estimate all damages and then okay find that man in that lead and then we'll make him come check with 2D and sign a paper. Then we will release some funds give him. I don't
Okay.
believe that's what they're doing, but I don't believe that's what they should have done. They should have linked every leader for every year and said, listen, let us give you, a down payment or a loan on this. Do what you have to do. Get to these people because it's our number one priority. Me tired of the video with kids for hungry and all this thing. Just send out the troops them, send out
Yeah,
the
but
soldier them, and let us keep moving.
yeah, and government no need to send out cash because if Andrew or somebody in a place take out their phone and call two people, work start happen. Not
In
even a check need to cut.
some
Work
Mervin,
start happen.
since you're in technology, like me have close friends and even my brother in St. James, and he tell me say yo him having vehicle chuckle and him connect a inverter and that's how him a give people current and charge phone and then me have somebody else will tell me say they do the same thing connect inverter to their car and the car tracker and now they give them Starlink. So everybody gather at up in yard and everybody they use internet like that. So I'm saying is that during based on technology because right now we can all charge our phone wireless charger nothing hook up and it's getting current. So is it a possibility in the future they'll have wireless current but also in
Yeah.
America here you have many lands like 50 acres of land and when you look it's just all
Solar
solar
panels.
system there. So they're getting power from a lot of solar system. Can they use some of these land in Jamaica, install solar system and start running a different,
Yeah,
utility
but the
company
license that
also?
JPS, that's for another day. The
Nah,
license
man,
that JPS have don't
Elon
allow
thing that
that.
man. Elon thing that man. Now watch no face.
Yeah,
Elon,
and
Elon are
and
moving
quickly,
from the
as you say
ground.
something against Elon regarding Elon thing, I'm gonna say that Starlink is good, but for some things it can't work. It operates in what you call in the KU band, and when severe weather is coming, what happen is that it get you have what you call fading, just like how your direct TV and
Mm.
that type of thing freeze when you're in Jamaica.
So it's
But
not better than what Digital and Flow working with.
no, it's better in clear skies.
It's better in clear skies.
Yes, so you have to have because it's the satellite it's
All right,
connecting
no,
to.
Digital and Flow is non-existent to a lot
And
of people who
yeah,
are.
and the challenge in that is that these companies, both Digital and Flow, they cherry pick and they only put their things in what you call most homes passed. So what actually happen, like in a Portmore or in a town, you
Mhm.
find out so because they can pick up X amount of customers per mile of infrastructure. What
Wow.
happens is that they do the spend better there. Um, they have smaller players, but the government isn't. What the government ought to do is to subsidize those players so that don't. Personally, I mean, if I've written to Chief Curry, probably me thing get lost in the weeds because I want to see the Maroons have their own infrastructure. You with me? And in every community, there are licenses out there for every community to be able to set up their own infrastructure. Currently, the challenge is that is one company. So even though you have Digicel and Flow, they buy the internet trunk back to Miami or to wherever else from basically one or so company. So a monopoly there, so. But that's for that's for another day. But we know that we are in a hurricane belt. We can see it from down in Africa, and where it is that we should be planning far more for these things. As I said, I deal with a lot of emergency center. I deal with designing for the police and the fire department, and it is amazing. I mean, it just disgusting to know that we know that we are in that area and we don't plan for it. We know that we're getting rainfall, and because it takes more than 5 years to build a dam, we don't build another one. Anyway, we want everybody who out there help another. Blessings. We're gonna call it a day.
Manners and respect.
Respect, my brother.
We're gonna wrap it up here, so if anybody else have anything to say, feel free to say. Kaz, we saw you on screen. Did you have anything specific to say?
Just one thing, well, several things. Mervyn, my family is from Petersville too. Beeson Spring, New Works, Left Hall, go all the way up. And the road, why you can't get through to Beeson Spring right now? They have some craters in the road. They need to be filled so the vehicles can go up there. There is no one. And every property in Petersville, if it's concrete, it don't have a roof. There is no property in Petersville that hasn't been.
And if it's board, it's mashed down.
And if it's board, it's mashed down. Cocoa Walk is flat. And Mervyn should know where I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
The upstairs, downstairs bar, from there go up. You cannot enter to go up Petersville to Redgate to go around to Beeson Spring. You cannot enter. 2 helicopters landed in Beeson Spring yesterday with aid. They bought 2 little bottles of water and in each packet. Some people started to rob.
It's crazy.
The helicopters. The reason why I get this, my cousin have Starlink, and so she lets me know everything that's going on. And they couldn't get to Left Hall because Left Hall was blocked before, long before this, ages ago.
They said the people them started to try to rob the helicopters.
Yes, and the goods.
They didn't come with enough supplies.
But they don't even come with tarpaulin, not even tarpaulin. And right now in Beeson Spring, it was mostly board houses up there. They are flat. New Works, if you have a board house, it's flat. Right? Carry on going around like you're going around, you know, you can go around back to Bluefields, round the back straight. All their board house flat. They need help, but they're not getting it. They're not getting it. I go on Andrew chat and I said to him, this is messages for you, Prime Minister. You! And he's not listening. So what are we to do? As a nation, what are we to do? The next thing is going to be killings. That's what they want.
That's what they want. I said that on Monday, that's what they want. I feel like he's trying to provoke civil unrest, embolden the criminals, knowing that the predatory people are going to turn against the other people in a minute, because I can't think of any other reason. But I still want to know what the end game is to allowing all this to happen, because we are witnessing. I want everybody to be clear about this. We are all witnessing the same thing. We're witnessing our prime minister sitting on all the aid that came into the country, both personnel, machinery, electronics, whatever, technology, and also food source and whatever else, medical supplies, whatever else came in. Tons of aids. We're witnessing him sitting on all of this, and slowly, meticulously, he will distribute stuff out to where he feels like it while starving the other people out. And we want to know what the end game is to this. How is he going to be held accountable for this? And what is the end game out to this? Because he talks a good game, you know. He'll have people believing that, oh, his hands are so tied and he's trying the best he can. But we obviously see that he's not trying the best he can and his hands are not tied. He's simply just sitting on everything. So, I mean...
But doesn't that tell you the government in Jamaica is not fit for purpose? That's what that tells me, and that's what it would tell everybody else in the world, in the real world, that they're not fit for purpose, right? The king needs to remove him from power because that's the only person that can go into Jamaica and physically say, well, you're out, your seat is out. I mean, even Vaz started to do a good job, but then he died off suddenly. It's like then tell him, say, you do too much. You do too much. Prices was not meant to go up. But if the goods that are coming in, you as the shop owner have to pay X amount from, how can you not put your prices up? Petrol prices went up. So the taxi man had to put up his prices. The bike man had to put up his prices because he's paying more for petrol.
Right.
So where Vaz said no price increase, even though he didn't want the increase, prices had to go up because they had to pay more for petrol. They had to. They have to pay more for food. So prices will increase.
I just don't want to see the price gouging though. There's a difference between price increasing because supplies have increased and you know, I mean even the taxi man they're probably charging more and bike man more because when you start driving through areas that are littered with debris, tires start pick up nail. By the time me drive a trip down this road, bust 2 tires for the day, I gotta replace those tires. So they're factoring these kind of things. But the price gouging is something completely different. When you're raising prices to like 5 times what stuff used to be before this happened, then I could see them clamping down on that. But other than that, I could understand if price go up a little bit on everything because everything is gonna cost more now. Just getting around.
In a time of need though, in a disaster time though.
Yeah man, cause if me okay, so my brother, if I have to transport people, right? Me have transportation on the road where I work, and they're dependent on me to make it through, come get them, drop them where they need to go. But the place is so littered because the place still not clean up good yet, you know.
Yeah.
Me pick up nail in my tire them every time because the place full of debris and all this. Me bust about 2-3 tires every 5-7 days. I have to keep replacing those tires. So I can't keep everything still at the same price where, you know, regularly, me not change tire until the tire them ready for change. Right?
Yeah.
Now I'm changing tires every week. Multiple tires per week. You have to understand where them are come from to as far as that go. Like I said, the only thing I don't like about is the price gouging. Price raise is one thing. Price gouging is a completely different thing. If you're going to take the price to 5 times, 4 times what it used to be, just because, then I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. We have 3 minutes left on here. And then we're going to close the live down.
All right.
This is what I did. Listen, man, and SouFLo on the chat. Me about to jump off at the page.
All right, manners and respect, my brother.
Manners and respect, everybody. Manners and respect, SouFLo. Be safe and help on the neighbor. Help on the neighbor.
All right, my friend.
Bless you.
This is what I believe.
Blessings,
as me say, I've seen disaster. Yeah, hear me, Flo?
Yeah, you loud and clear.
Yeah, I've seen disaster many times, even here in America, and even when there's storm and so on, and every different state get together and them start move out, people run out for help. It could be in Texas, and even if snow fall down there, you have people, snow trucks and so on, leaving from Connecticut, New York, just to support, And as I said, we see storms and outage, and people leaving from different states go where that is to help and so on. Right. I just believe that right now, there should be no bobcat or backhoe.
That is
Any
not
farmer
working.
working truck not working right now. Park
Yes,
up at
Jerome.
Kingston, they should be out working.
I agree.
And as I said, normally even here when you have down and porridge, when you have downage and you have power and you have land, you have trees and so on, everybody start move out and start clean up right away. We not see nobody that wait 11 days, 12 days after for assess damages. While they're working, you have somebody out there assessing the damages meantime. You don't have people sit around, and as I said, I just, Kingston is functional. I don't believe they should have working truck park up. Them know every contractor in a Mobile, St. Ann, Ocho Rios, Kingston. Them know everybody we have all three truck, 5 dump truck, bobcat, everything. They should link up and say, listen, this is disaster. We need to move. Let's move. Let's keep going. How artists, entertainers, spice them can fly in our country and
Get
make things
bobcat,
happen.
clear way, get truckloads of every kind of supply and supply the people them and make it into places where the government keep on and tell me about these are maroon communities and we haven't gotten to them yet.
No, man, them have to realize, because listen, I hear the voice note you play this morning. And when the police officer say, I now only sure we see this when Pitney they run out and I grab and me say, damn, for real, this is like the Acapulix. This is like when we see even the mummy them, when in the movies, when you see mummy they have nobody to eat, so anybody them catch them just eat. It's just imagine these kids. Maybe I want to walk out in front of a vehicle if we stop them. Sir, give me some water for drink, no? Like, maybe some of them, all them organs soon collapse. Just imagine and they can't make this be their number one priority. You have 10 teams, people that's gonna remove stuff, and food people, and health care, nurse on the ground, you have all these things, and them just move out like a team and start just attack the neighborhoods them. While they have somebody assess the damages. And while they're assessing the damages, somebody is there cleaning up what assess already, dump it. And everybody just rush out. I know that these people sometimes sleeping comfortable at night. While if we have a rain right now, Flo, enough of them people now, Flo, let me tell you something. I remember Gilbert. You see in the community center, you see that night of the storm, everybody come together in those shelter area and they feel comfortable and they meet and greet everyone. You see, if you were to go through that days after, you see same person, now start get panic and it's just traumatizing. Nobody no want even see nobody right now. Everybody just hungry. Them not have no bathroom for use. It can't flush. At peer torment, everybody traumatized. Sometimes they don't know that encouragement strength labor in many different ways. Just hope. Just a person just have the fact that there's hope. So when them look, them say trucks coming in or government people coming in, it gives them some hope to hold on stronger. You see, when they don't have no hope and they not see nobody they come, sometimes their mind collapse on them. Yeah?
All right, Jerome, we're going to end it right here. So here.
Do your thing, my boss. Big up yourself.
All right. Big up yourself.
Why me feel like most here that Monday or Saturday or Sunday?
You feel so?
Yeah, man.
we will see.
All right, big up yourself.
This is urgent, bro. This is urgent. We might be taking it lightly. We'll leave out of here with this message right now. We might be taking it lightly because we are not in that situation, and it's very easy to log off at this right here, so and go right back to your regular life. I'm gonna log off this right now and go find things around my house that I've been wanting to do all day or what we have scheduled to do. And it's easy to just forget. But we want everybody here to remember that our brothers and sisters who are going through this right now, we are their voice. Them not have no voice. We are their voice. So we have to keep this loud and we have to keep this in front of everybody. Obviously, our Prime Minister is having, I don't know, a wagwan with him. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I am shocked at the type of response we're getting in a time like this. I'm trying to figure out why the resources are being withheld while so many people, them said 27 communities are still marooned. And I'm trying to figure out how come people are making their way to these communities, but government officials can't make for them way to these communities. There's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to figure out right now, along with everybody else. At the end of the day, these people need help, and them need help like right now. So now is not the time for us to get tired of speaking about this. Now is not the time for us to get quiet about this. Now is the time for us to exhaust it, to talk it till people don't even want to hear it no more until something is done on their behalf. Them need us, and if it's talk alone we can do to help, then we need to talk and talk a whole lot until help get to who help needs to get to. Another thing is, please remember to look at the first comment that is pinned once this video goes off and it's posted to YouTube. In there you will find all the information to who I'm asking you to donate to. They are on the ground in Jamaica doing the work, and I've shown you videos of them. He has his own platform. Keep doing that right there. Every dollar counts. You might look at your little $2 and say, this is not enough. It is. Whatever you can give counts. Trust me, it helps a whole lot, right? And also for the first-time homebuyers program, for the people who are in South Florida, please look for that information, which will be pinned also as first comment right below that comment right there. All right? Have a wonderful weekend, as wonderful as you can. My granny, Miss Ruby, right there, so she said, be good. If you can, be good. Be careful, but it is best to be good. Be thankful for life, same way, you know, because bad as things is, things could worse. A lot of us who are in dry, comfortable places could have very well been the other way around. We in the place of those who are going through what they're going through right now. So we still give thanks regardless, you know what I mean? And with that said, my grandfather, Mas Cleavy, said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare life. Knowing that we are not in control, and no matter how powerful you are, not even Elon Musk with him $500 billion couldn't bring himself tomorrow if him choose to, right? Because God chose to cut him off today, him done today. That's to show you. So Grandpa was always right. We will see each other again if God spare life. Walk good, be good. I'm out. Peace.